A tradition of excellence.
Mentally tough, competitive, selfless.
A tradition of winning.
This one hit in the air, line drive. It's off the glove of Kojal into center field. Here comes Hernandez. He is safe. Tigers win. Tigers win.
This is the Powerhouse. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air. Play ball! This is exciting live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
This one's high, this one's deep, and this one is gone.
Brought to you by Albertsons, Coca-Cola, Cox, Hancock Whitney, Louisiana Blue, McDonald's, and by FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake.
Nobody on, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, 12-5, Tigers lead the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Head north, young man, you're going to Omaha.
Your home for exclusive live coverage of the Powerhouse. On the road to Omaha, LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Field. Going back is Swain to the wall. It's gone! Second grand slam of the day!
Welcome in to the Hub International On Deck Show, presented by Hub International, Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Visit hubinternational.com, leading you up to first pitch of LSU baseball with a trip around the SEC, pitching matchups, batting lineups, and a visit with the top Tiger, head coach Jay Johnson. Here come the Tigers. Now, let's go inside the broadcast booth for the
Have a good call
on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Finishing up this late mid-April 5th 5-game homestand tonight with another in-state matchup as the University of New Orleans Privateers out of the Southland Conference sail up the Mississippi to take on your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair alongside LSU champion Buzzy Heidel, our straw stirring the drink back inside the network studio, Capital One studio tonight. Mr. Adam Penny welcoming you once again to Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium for tonight's play-by-play story. Well, the understatement of the season, it's been a rough 2 weeks for the Tigers. They've dropped 7 of their last 8, including back-to-back sweeps in SEC play for the first time since 2021. And, of course, earlier on the week, we heard yesterday that junior transfer pitcher Cooper Moore will be unable to return this season after an arm injury. And earlier today, news breaks that veteran right fielder and the pride of Sulphur, Louisiana, Jake Brown's LSU career has come to an end after a hand injury will sideline him here for the rest of 2026. They say when times are hard, you have to create your own good news. That's where Jay Johnson and the Tigers are with 4 more weekends of regular season play. The UNO Privateers come in under first-year head coach Andrew Gibson. They're 17-25 on the season, 7-14 in Southland Conference play. We expect to see a whole host of arms for both teams get some action on the mound tonight, though the Privateers will start junior left-hander Bryson Goff, while LSU will counter with senior right-hander Grant Fontenot. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage, looking to snap a 3-game losing streak and start a win streak of their own down the stretch. It's Tuesday night at the Box. It's UNO It's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, get ready to swing for the fences because the 2025 baseball season is upon us, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to LSU baseball games or to any other live event in Baton Rouge, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Hi, I'm Nancy Landry. Louisiana's elections are an important part of who we are. In 2026, closed party primaries will change how some of those elections happen, so you'll want to know what to do. Keeping your registration current ensures you'll get the right party-based ballot. Remember, this change only applies to certain offices. To learn more, visit govote.com or download the GoVote app. Know before you go.
Baton Rouge, you rolled the dice and we hit the jackpot. Thank you for voting for LaBerge Casino and helping us win 11 Best of Baton Rouge medals, including Best Slots, Best Table Games, Best Hotel, Best Steak, Best Sports Bar, Best Live Music Venue, and more. When you're ready for an award-winning night out, get to LaBerge Baton Rouge. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Back on the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers. Presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at Alec Bach Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. LSU taking on UNO tonight here at the box. And we're joined now for Talking with Tigers by LSU pitcher Connor Benj. And Connor has been part of a bullpen that's been very effective in recent games for the Tigers. Connor, in fact, this past weekend against Texas A&M, a great offensive club, you guys out of the pen did an outstanding job. What were some of the keys to the success you guys had?
I'd just say guys were, prepared when they go in. Champ does a great job. Chris, our strength coach, does a great job getting us ready. And Coach Johnson letting us know ahead of time, not trying to fire drill us or catch us off guard. Kind of have like a support system that helps us out, get ready to go in the game. So,
talk about your role this year. You've come in some leverage situations, as Coach Johnson likes to call them, and succeeded with some big strikeouts. Just talk about your role and how you've made contributions throughout the year.
Yeah, I know a big thing last year was just the overall free bases I would give up. I wanted this year to be, different. I was able to work on that this offseason, this fall, and, spring scrimmages. I don't want to give anybody a free base nowadays. So it's a huge focus in on, attacking the guys that I'm called upon to go into the game for.
The rest of the year has been nice.
And, they always preach to us that no matter the situation that we're in, we're always one pitch away. So we got some playmakers in the field. We have a coaching system that, that helps us out. We don't feel alone out there or anything like that. We can, count on each other to get the job done. So, it's always just one pitch away.
In a game like this, these Tuesday night games are obviously the first objective is to win, but also I know it's important to get a lot of you guys into the game to prepare for the weekend. Just your thoughts on tonight. Grant Fontenot gets the start, a veteran pitcher like yourself. How can Grant help you guys get going with a strong start?
Yeah, we'd always want to start out on a good foot, and I think Grant Fontenot has done that for us with his last start at Tennessee. Yeah. Tennessee, maybe the ball didn't fall the right way sometimes, but was still able to get us off on a good step. And I think he's a guy that has stepped up this year as well from last year. He's thrown the ball really well this year. He's thrown the ball with a lot of conviction, a lot of confidence. So, you can trust that with your starting pitcher when he has belief in himself. So,
absolutely. All right, man. Connor, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck to you guys tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Connor Benj with us. Tigers getting set to face UNO. We're back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Thanks, bud.
In Baton Rouge, locals don't just love their home. they love sharing it. Discover a city where culture is abundant, hospitality comes naturally, and the best spots are never kept secret. With the vibrancy of a big city and the ease of a weekend getaway, Baton Rouge invites you to slow down, savor, or soak it all in. Find your pace at visitbatonrouge.com.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Here we go.
Leading you up to first pitch, this is the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference. Presented by Visit Baton Rouge, Louisiana's capital city.
Back here getting you ready for first pitch tonight. UNO in town taking on your Fighting Tigers. Coming up on the Hub International On Deck Show, of course, we'll visit with head coach Jay Johnson. Coming off the news of Cooper Moore and Jake Brown earlier this week announced their seasons here in 2026 coming to an end. There's also a change in the starting lineup, several changes, in fact, and we'll get those to you coming up as well. A reminder, Tiger fans, all LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free on the LSU Sports mobile app. Download the app for free on the iOS or Android device, the LSU Sports mobile app, presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Let's take a look at what's happening around the SEC. Teams in action tonight and a scoreboard update presented by Republic Finance. And with a trip around the Southeastern Conference, good to have back in the booth Tiger champ Buzzy Hydell. Buzzy?
Yeah, thank you, Chris. A lot of action. All 16 SEC teams are playing tonight. Most of them are all underway. Bottom of the fourth in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee leading Lipscomb 9-4. Florida blanking Jacksonville 3-0 in the top of the third. That game being played in Gainesville. Presbyterian College with the early lead over South Carolina 2-1. Missouri in the bottom of the first is leading 1-0 over SIUE. Bottom of the first in Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky and Louisville are scoreless. Bottom of the first in Fayetteville. Arkansas and Missouri State are scoreless. Moving to the bottom of the first in Nashville, Xavier 1, Vanderbilt 0. A game that's just underway in Starkville. You've got Memphis 1, Mississippi State 0 going into the top of the second. Top of the first in Hoover, Alabama, Auburn with the early lead over Samford 2-0. A game that's just underway in Atlanta, Georgia. You've got battle between Georgia and Georgia Tech. The Bulldogs with the early lead over Georgia Tech 2-0. And a couple games slated to start a little later. You've got UAB traveling to Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. Air Force and Texas do battle in Austin. Murray State and Ole Miss will play in Oxford. You've got Oklahoma hosting Oral Roberts. Texas A&M will take on UTSA. Real quick, the standings through over halfway through the SEC. You've got Georgia still at the top of the conference at 13-5. Texas A&M 12-5. Texas at 11-6. You got Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Auburn, Oklahoma, and Florida all at 10-8. Alabama and Arkansas and Vanderbilt at 9-9. Kentucky and Tennessee sit at 8-10. Your LSU Tigers at 6-12. South Carolina 5-13 in conference, and Missouri will round out the bottom of the SEC at 3-15.
All right, Buzzy, thank you. South Carolina, you're saying losing to Presbyterian. One of my favorite mascots in all the land. You know the mascot at Presbyterian College?
You got me there, Chris.
The Blue Hose.
Wow.
Yeah, the Presbyterian Blue Hose. Thank you, Buzzy. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck Show. Just a quick reminder, LSU Athletics would like to thank its corporate partners, Cox McDonald's, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. UNO and LSU going to do battle here at the box tonight. We'll continue with more after this quick break. We come back, Buzzy will take a look at the starting pitchers, but we'll also kind of look to see who we may see on the bump throughout the 9 innings tonight for your Tigers. Again, it's UNO and LSU, and it's coming up. First pitch just after 6:30 here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air conditioning system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Trane is a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Visit TraneSouth.com today to find a Trane dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train, but it's easy to afford one. Ask for details.
On Alabama's beaches, the coastal code isn't written on signs. It's written in the moments you make. It says, drop your flip-flops in the boardwalk and run. Seashells are the party favors of the Gulf, and all dance floors extend to the shoreline. Ready for a place where play leads the way? You'll get it when you get here. It starts with rule number 1. Start planning at alabama's.beaches.com.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got 2nd, 3rd degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
Here is a look at the game's pitching matchups as the Hub International On Deck show continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Capital One fans offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Let's take a look at the matchup on the bump tonight for both the Privateers of UNO and your Fighting Tigers of LSU. And with a breakdown of those starting pitchers, once again, here's Buzzy Hydell.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. First for UNO, you've got left-handed pitcher Bryson Goff making his 10th appearance of the year, is making his 9th start. He's 3-3. He's got a 10.53 ERA, 33 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 49 hits, 39 runs, 23 walks, and 30 strikeouts. And the left-hander is going to be 88 to 92. He's going to throw a fastball. His best secondary is going to be a slider. He'll also try to work a cutter in there. But Goff's actually had a rough go at it his last outing. Only went 3 1/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, did strike out 6 batters, but going to be a guy that LSU needs to attack. And with this LSU offense, coming off of a rough Texas A&M series this weekend, we don't have to revisit that, but I think LSU needs to be aggressive, get pitches in the zone, and really try to get guys on base and drive those guys in when you get on base. A big stat is runners left on base. Everybody wants to talk about hitting, but it's hitting in the clutch. And I think against a guy like Goff, who had a rough outing his last go out, they've got to be aggressive with him, get pitches they can hit. He doesn't have anything that's going to truly overpower you. They just got to hunt pitches that they can attack and look to put a bunch of runs up on them. I think LSU needs to have a big offensive day today, moving into a big weekend in Starkville against Mississippi State. And then for LSU, you've got senior right-hander Grant Fontenot making his 3rd start of the year, his 14th appearance. He is 2nd on the team in ERA at a 2.93. I really like the way Grant Fontenot's thrown the baseball the last 2 outings. He threw against Texas A&M. He also had a good outing when he came in out of relief against Northwestern State, struck out a few Northwestern State Demon batters. And you don't have to talk about it. He throws the ball 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's 95 to 99 miles an hour. Very hard. He needs to give an inning or 2. He's not going to go long, but get LSU off to a good start. We know that bullpen's coming along. We saw it this weekend against Texas A&M. Get your team off to a good start against UNO and pass that baton over to the guys out of the bullpen and get this win before a big series in Starkville.
Yeah, talking to some of the folks from UNO, they said last week in that game against Troy, said Troy just basically set dead red fastball, and Goff had trouble getting any other pitch across. Now, his fastball is going to be 89 to 92 miles an hour, but apparently he was serving it up fat over the plate to the Troy Trojans. So we'll see what happens tonight. But LSU, to your point, Buzzy, certainly needs to see some good things happen. We talk in basketball about a shooter seeing the ball go through the net once to get him going. I think LSU's got a number of guys that need to get solid contact and get a result out of it, something that unfortunately they were unable to do really over the last 2 weekends. So again, it'll be junior left-hander Bryson Goff, and for the Tigers, senior right-hander Grant Fontenot. Tiger fans, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, prove it at the next home baseball game to win a prize pack, courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. We had a chance to visit with Tiger head coach Jay Johnson, his thoughts on the tough news regarding Cooper Moore and Jake Brown, and then what he's looking for from his Tigers tonight as they start this one and head towards Mississippi State this weekend. Again, it's UNO and LSU, and it's coming up in just a bit here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you shop Albertsons online or in our app, you can count on us to have freshly picked, high-quality ingredients ready for pickup or delivery in as little as 30 minutes. Plus, save $30 off your first online order and let Albertsons take the hassle out of shopping while racking up the savings. With free pickup or delivery, you will always get the same great prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop online at Albertsons.com or in the app. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Before the Fighting Tigers take to the field, time to visit with the top Tiger, LSU skipper Jay Johnson. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank and credit card of LSU Athletics. On the Hub International On Deck Show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, come into this week certainly wanting to turn the page and get back to your winning ways. Going to have a good challenge tonight with the UNO team that certainly is going to bring their best.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Typical Tuesday in-state team, want to play well here, and we're looking forward to this week.
I know a little bit of news on the injury front. Obviously, last night on the radio show, you mentioned the fact Cooper Moore is going to be out for the rest of the season. Then later, we learned today that one of your stars, Jake Brown, going to have to be out for the rest of the year. Talk about what that means, and then how do you try and fill that role?
Yeah, I think it's part of it. We've been very fortunate the last couple years, dodging the injury bug. Caught up with us a little bit here. Mainly, first thoughts go to Cooper, and one positive is he'll be back here next year at LSU, which is great. With Jake, probably the last time we've seen him at LSU, and he'll move on to his professional career, and deservedly so. And one of my favorite players I've ever coached. As far as moving forward, it's opportunity for somebody else, the old next man up theory. So I'm excited to see what some guys can do, because some guys are going to get some chances now.
I know, talking to you, you mentioned that one of the small bright spots was, again, the performance by the bullpen over the weekend. Pitching plan tonight, what do you want to see?
Yeah, Grant Fontenot's going to start. He's been very good as of late. Santi Garcia, you'll see him in the game. Like to get it to the end, wouldn't use Guidry to finish it. kind of matchup in between those three guys.
All right, looking forward to it, Coach. Best of luck. Get after them.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody, take a timeout. We'll return, get you your starting lineups, and first pitch coming up. Privateers and the Tigers coming up here at the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana and the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Wrapping up the Hub International On Deck show. We are just moments away from first pitch. Time now for the game's starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Build a better workday when you partner with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com.
Quick reminder, this LSU baseball moment brought to you by ES&H, keeping South Louisiana safe, compliant, and strong with expert environmental and safety solutions. UNO and LSU getting together once again on the diamond, meeting here in now we turn to late April 2026. Again, this series, LSU dominating, 66 wins, 37 losses, including an 11-1 victory last season back on March 18th right here at the box. For the Privateers, under first-year head coach Andrew Gibson, they're 17-25 on the season. In Southland Conference play, currently 7-14. Dylan Biddick will lead things off. He'll be in left field, a junior, an impressive .325 average. Evan Rogers at second base will bat second. Miles Curley will be the DH. He'll be in the 3 spot, the junior, batting .317. Cruz Newman will be the cleanup hitter. He'll play first base tonight for the Privateers. Owen Smith in right field will bat 5th. Eli Tidwell will be in center field batting 6th. Dathan Cummings will be at third base batting in the 7 hole. Josh Hoffman, the catcher, will bat 8th. And Cara Valentine will be at the bottom of the order. The shortstop for UNO will bat 9th. Again, junior left-hander Bryson Goff will be on the mound for the Privateers. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Again, dropping 7 of their last 8 games, looking to start a win streak here today. Break a 3-game losing streak coming off the sweep to Texas A&M here at the box over the weekend. Tigers 23-18, 6-12 now in SEC play. Chris Stanfield will be atop the order. Senior will be in left field. Derek Curiel will bat second, play center field. Cade Arambidi behind the plate catching tonight will bat third in the order. Stephen Milam, who has seen an uptick in his plate appearances, will be the cleanup hitter. The junior now batting .281. Omar Cerna Jr. will be the DH. The true freshman will bat 5th. Zach York back in the lineup, making his 33rd start of the year. He'll be at first base batting 6th. John Pearson at third base will bat 7th. William Patrick getting the call to replace Jake Brown in right field. The freshman taking over, batting .250. This will be his first career start as a Tiger. He'll bat 8th in the order. And Jack Ruckert making his 3rd start of the season. Again, Seth Dardar still with that injury to his ankle, not yet ready to get back into the lineup. Ruckert will get the start. He'll be at second base and bat 9th. Again, Grant Fontenot will get it started. The senior right-hander will be on the mound when we get underway. Well, speaking of that, that's the Cintas starting lineup. A quick reminder, have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in the great state of Louisiana. That means first pitch coming up on a Tuesday night. The UNO Privateers in town taking on your Tigers. It's all coming up after this break as we wrap up the Hub International On Deck show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Hancock Whitney, we don't leave things to chance, including the Tigers season. That's why we ran thousands of our LSU Visa debit cards through every game day ritual around the Gulf South. Get your LSU Visa debit card and some good game day luck for the Tigers this year. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Gotta carry that purple and gold. Hancock Whitney, official bank of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
It's not easy to be a champion.
Built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got second, third degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad, I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra, that's the funniest story.
17 SEC championships.
One out, bottom of the ninth. Runner at first.
54 NCAA regional and super regional appearances.
Shores comes set, the 0-1.
20 trips to Omaha and the College World Series.
Ground ball towards Dickinson, flips it to Milam.
8 national titles.
The relay to first in time. Tigers win. Tigers win for the second time in 3 seasons and the 8th time in program history. The Fighting Tigers reach the pinnacle. They stand alone atop the mountain. Your LSU Fighting Tigers, the 2025 college baseball national champions.
The powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Tuesday evening, Tiger fans. Welcome once again, Skip Bertman Field inside Alex Box Stadium. It's college baseball, LSU styles. They host the Privateers of UNO here on a Tuesday evening. Welcome in, Buzzy Heidel, Chris Blair with you here at the box. Adam Penny on controls back at the studio. We're ready to go. Dylan Biddick, the left-hander from Lafayette, stands in, and Grant Fontenot delivers a first pitch fastball strike. And we are underway. Time of first pitch, 6:33 Central Time. Biddick, a .325 hitter. Take this second pitch at the knees, outer edge, and it's 0-2 quickly to Biddick. Got 7 homers, 25 runs batted in. He's got 11 doubles and a triple. Does Biddick. The 0-2 from Fontenot. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Foul tip held on to by Aaron Beatty. Didn't take long. 3 pitches, and down on strikes goes Biddick. Good start for Fontenot.
Yeah, the energy's good from Fontenot early. That was 3 pitches. Velocity's good, and 96, 97 miles an hour down in the zone, and then went with the big overhand curveball for strike 3 and gets UNO's best hitter out relatively easy.
See Evan Rogers, a redshirt junior out of Brandon, Mississippi. First pitch from Fontenot. Fastball again in the zone on the lower edge, but it's 0-1. Fontenot, the right-hander, delivers. This one belted to center field, but Curiel coming over on the run. He's got it for the second out of the inning. So now 5 pitches thrown by Fontenot, 2 quick outs.
Well, that's one thing I want to see is cleaner innings. That's one thing this weekend, and as you mentioned, really over the last couple weekends, going back to the Ole Miss weekend, it just seems like from a pitching staff, they just have to work really hard, and they've been making errors, and just they don't have the clean innings, this LSU team that you want to see. Right now they're on track for it with 2 quick outs.
There's a swing and a miss. 97 mile per hour fastball to welcome Miles Curley to the box, the junior out of Clearwater, Florida, a .317 hitter, righty on righty matchup. Nobody on, 2 outs, and another swing and a miss at a fastball. Grant Fontenot wasting little time, Buzzy, taking a page out of Case and Evans' book. He is on the bump, ready to fire, and I can't say that I blame him. 2 outs, nobody on, and now time called. Home plate umpire Josh Gilreath going to give a little reprieve there to Miles Curley, who was trying to adjust the glove, step out, maybe slow Fontenot down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, though. Let make the home plate umpire have to slow you down. Get the ball and let's pitch.
The 0-2. Go slow and inside. Again, I lost track. Is that the first ball
That
he's
is.
thrown?
That's the first ball of the game.
7 out of 8 first pitch strikes. Here's the 1-2. That's a called strike 3 at the belt. Came right back to the fastball. No offer by Curley, and Grant Fontenot fans the side to start it here in the top of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down, all by strikeout. We go to the bottom of the first. Tigers looking to get the offense going, something they have struggled with early in games all season long. It'll be Chris Stanfield, Derek Curiel, and Kate Arambidi when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everything tastes better after an LSU Tiger victory. Similarly, everything also tastes better once you've baptized it with the handcrafted flavor of the original Louisiana hot sauce. So just imagine how truly tasty something would taste if it was doused in the original Louisiana hot sauce after an LSU Tiger victory. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
Mom's early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
And when I left the oven on, we decided together that it was time to see a doctor and make a plan.
Early detection gave us more time to seek out information and support as a family.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Live action of LSU
Here we go.
Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Grant Fontenot with a great start on the mound. Senior right-hander. Handful of pitches, 3 strikeouts, only threw 1 ball, and I believe 9 pitches there in the top half of the first inning. But Buzzy, you said it earlier on the Hub International On Deck show. You want to see your pitchers get out there and compete. You obviously want to play clean in the field, but today's recipe for success brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, official catering service of LSU Athletics, I think rests solely on the offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to see them. They need to put up a bunch of runs. Again,
first pitch to Chris Stanfield, leading it off, high and outside, ball 1.
Again, the most important games are the SEC games, the weekend games, don't get me wrong, but these games can catapult you into getting on a hot streak and going on the road and playing well.
Showing bunt, but a pitch low will make it 2-0 now to Stanfield. So Bryson Goff behind early.
And let's be honest, I apologize, Chris. 8 runs in 3 games against Texas A&M. It just needs to be more than that to have any chance of winning SEC series.
There's a called strike to make it 2-1. Stanfield looks to be swinging away here. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And smacked hard, but a bouncer right at the third baseman, going to be handled by Cumming. He will throw in time to get the quick and speedy Stanfield 1 away. You know, the thing about baseball, and Jay talked about it last night on his weekly radio show, Texas A&M came to town. They bashed the baseball again. They had 7 home runs, 4 of those 2-run varieties. LSU came away with 3 home runs, all 3 of those solos. And while the Tiger pitching staff did rack up a ton of strikeouts, they gave up way too many walks. And for LSU, some of the hardest hit baseballs all weekend long went right at an Aggie defender. That's the way baseball works sometimes. So got to keep at it. One of the things Hunt and I talked about throughout the weekend is you want to keep hitting the baseball hard because eventually they will find a hole. 1-0 to Curiel. There's a strike on the inside corner after thinking about it. Our home plate umpire rules it strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Curiel, a .354 hitter. Coming off the weekend where he batted .250 against the Aggies. The 1-1. This one a sharply hit ground ball. Going over to his left and handling it is Smith. Throw to first in time. 2 outs on 2 ground outs. 1-6-3, or rather 5-3, 1-4-3.
Well, yeah, LSU has certainly had some bad luck over the stretch, too. They've not played great. Also couple that with a little bad luck. You could also say you create your own luck in this game, and you keep putting good at-bats together, and you keep putting enough good swings, hitting balls hard enough, 100 miles an hour and more on a line. Those at-bats, those balls are going to start falling.
Kate Aaron Beatty to the plate. Aaron Beatty, one of those solo home runs over the weekend. He's now has 10 on the season to go along with 27 RBI. Fouls this one out of play, and it's 0-1.
Kind of like if you hit a great golf shot, Chris, and it goes in the sand and you get mad because you got a bad lie. Well, you hit it in the sand, so you can't be that mad. You guys got to keep hitting good shots, and eventually you'll come away with a good number. Same thing in baseball.
Been watching me play golf, ending up in the bunkers a lot.
I can imagine you get a few fried eggs in the bunker. You probably
more than a few. 0-2 the count to Aaron Beatty with 2 outs, and the pitch to Cade, and a breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Hoffman dropped it but picks it up, throws to first in time. So the Tigers go quietly as well. Pretty good inning by Bryson Goff. No score after a full inning in the books. We head to the top of the second. UNO coming to the plate. Newman, Smith, and Tidwell when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at MMRGRP.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Louisiana runs on hard work, on the field and on the job. ES&H's mission is to continue to be a high-performance company that quickly, safely, and effectively responds to our customers' emergency needs. ES&H provides excellent service with quality and integrity that keeps our state ready for the next inning. ES&H, your partner for a safer, cleaner South Louisiana.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
No score. We hit the top of the second inning. UNO coming to the plate. Cruz Newman, a senior out of Richmond, Kentucky, will lead it off. Pitch to the left-hander. Strike on the inside corner. Grant Fontenot, Buzzy, threw 9 pitches there in the top of the first, 8 of them strikes. Got 3 strikeouts against UNO. And now he's thrown 10 pitches, and now we've got a home plate umpire, I think.
They called a ball.
They called a pitch clock violation?
Yeah.
Wow.
For pitching too fast. How about that? We're trying to speed the game up. And
go figure. Look, Jay Johnson down there in the dugout kind of looking like, what? There's a strike. Again, Fontenot had to get a umpire to throw a ball. It's now 1-2 to Newman.
We need an asterisk on that stat, by the way. That's not really a ball.
Pitch that time a little low. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm okay with that. You're okay with that as a coach. You got a guy who wants the baseball and wants to continue to work fast and throw a lot of strikes.
Ooh, looked like he had that one. They'll say just missed the outside corner. That'll fill the count now to Newman. 270 hitter. Coach Gibson in his first year over at the Lakefront and UNO. Here's the payoff delivery, and that one missed low outside, and that'll put Newman aboard. So after 3 strikeouts in the top of the first, Fontenot will walk the first batter he faces here in the top of the second. I mentioned Coach Gibson taking over at UNO, but quite the Louisiana pedigree, knows baseball, knows the state of baseball here in Louisiana. It's now Jay Johnson coming out wanting the home plate umpire, Josh Gilreath, to talk to the third base umpire. Not sure what he's looking for.
I don't think he realized, Chris, that the home plate umpire called it a ball.
Yeah, I think he wanted the clarification, was that ball 4, not knowing that they had given on that too fast, which again, I've got to go find that again. You're right. I mean, we're put the pitch clock in there to speed the game up. Fontenot trying to speed it up. Gets penalized. Nonetheless, runner at first, nobody out, and we'll see Owen Smith, the junior out of Houston. Slow ground ball. Milam near second. Going to flip it quickly. And the relay to first to York in time. And the Tigers turn 2. Again, that ground ball, Buzzy led Milam within 2 or 3 feet of the second base bag. Just an easy toss to Ruckert. Good throw from Ruckert over to York. And there's 2 down. Nobody aboard.
Well, it was a good curveball from Grant Fontenot down in the zone. And that's what Fontenot can do, and all pitchers. You don't have to strike everybody out. When you stay down in that zone, particularly with a guy on base, you are always 1 pitch away from a double play ball, and that was a good turn. When you hit it to Milam, you can pretty much put the out on the board. In that case, you could put two outs.
First delivery to Eli Tidwell, a junior. Called strike. Fontenot's 0-1. A little bit too far inside at the belt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I mentioned Fontenot had a really good outing against Northwestern State, where he had 3 strikeouts in 2 innings, no runs. I thought he threw the ball well against Texas A&M. The numbers didn't look as good, but
breaking ball for a strike will get him ahead of Tidwell now, 1-2.
You talked to it with Coach Jay Johnson about the bullpen this weekend and how well they threw the baseball. And so if you can just get a little bit better starting pitching on the weekends, the way the bullpen's coming along, you're going to be right there.
1-2 pitch, just missed outside from Fontenot to the left-handed hitter. Now evens a count 2-2. And Jay and I talked about it last night in regards to the starting pitching. The offense can do their part as well to help out the starters, especially on the weekend. Of course, that goes without saying. They can help the starter in every game. As that pitch missing, and another full count this time to Tidwell. Again, I think there's a mental aspect to it when you keep coming out there and you look up and it's 3-0, 5-0. 7-0. There's a swing and a miss, and Grant Fontenot picks up another strikeout. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers come to the plate for the second time tonight. We've got no score after an inning and a half. Tigers will have 4, 5, and 6. Milam, Cerna, and York when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Every Tiger knows it's not just about where you are, it's about how you play the game. At LSU Online, we bring that same grit and greatness to your education. Whether you're watching from Baton Rouge or beyond, you can earn your degree on your time from anywhere. Flexible, online, built for Tiger Nation. Visit online.lsu.edu and win where you are. Champions make plays on the field and in life. With LSU Online, you can keep your career moving, earn your degree, and still run your own game plan. Learn anytime from anywhere and take the next step toward your goal line. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Well, we told you expect to see a number of arms for both the Privateers and your Tigers. Good first 2 innings by Grant Fontenot for LSU, but we'll see a new pitcher on the mound for the Privateers, a right-hander going to take over for the starter, Bryson Goff.
Well, that right-hander, Skylar Jones, 6'3", 205-pound senior, making his 12th appearance of the year. He has a 3.52 ERA. He's thrown 15 in the third innings, given up 13 hits, 6 runs, 7 walks, and 16 strikeouts. Jones going to be 91 to 95 with the fastball. He does have the best velocity for the Privateers. Got a slider, a changeup, and he will throw a cutter. Cutter/slider, 86 to 88 miles an hour. So going to look a tick higher than what Goff threw to start the game.
Fastball, first offering to Milam. Going to miss outside for ball 1, 1-0. Milam batting .281, the switch hitter from the left side against the right-hander here. Couple of home runs over the weekend. He now has 6 on the season as he'll swing, send this one high in the air. Shallow right center field going back. The second baseman, Rogers. And he's got room and makes the play for out number 1. We haven't talked about it a lot. Omar Cerna now coming to the plate. LSU with a huge loss to their offense with Jake Brown, the team leader in home runs and RBI. Going to be on the shelf for the rest of the season with a hand injury. Again, you got to replace him both in the field and right, as well as the offense at the plate. Will not be easy to do. And the first pitch to Cerna, a called strike. And again, it's unfair to send somebody out to right field, whoever you put out there, and go, hey, be Jake Brown. But what you can do is find 3 or 4 or 5 in the lineup. Some of the veterans kind of pick up the slack together, and it's not such a heavy lift as this one's fouled out of play right side by Cerna, and quickly 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Johnson said it. I mean, it's an opportunity for some new guys to get an opportunity that maybe, thrust into the lineup before they maybe thought they were, and for those other guys to really pick up the slack and try to be that leader that Jake Brown was.
Beautiful breaking ball that time from Skylar Jones. Backdoor came across the plate. Cerna down on strikes. 2 gone. So Jones with his first punch out.
Don't get me wrong, Jake Brown could still be the leader in that dugout, even hurt. I mean, people are going to listen when he talks, but it is an unfortunate situation. And of course, even Cooper Moore, knowing that he's going to be out the rest of the year. Now, like Jay Johnson said, Cooper Moore will be back next year, but I think everybody was really looking forward to him in maybe a few weeks getting healthy and being back in that starting rotation. So that's 2 big blows that LSU got in a couple days. That's really going to make this more difficult than it already was.
No doubt about it. Zach York getting the start tonight at first base. He'll bat for the first time. Here's the 1-0 from Jones. A ground ball and deflected off the glove of the first baseman, Rogers. But eventually able to cover over there. Skylar Jones gets to the bag. They get him the baseball, and York retired for out number 3. So we have played 2 complete. Moving along quickly here. No score. We head to the top of the third. Privateers coming to the plate after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everything tastes better after an LSU Tiger victory. Similarly, everything also tastes better once you've baptized it with the handcrafted flavor of the original Louisiana hot sauce. So just imagine how truly tasty something would taste if it was doused in the original Louisiana hot sauce after an LSU Tiger victory. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
My name is Trina. I'm from New Orleans, and I've been with Blue Cross Blue Shield for almost a year. Last year, it was right after my husband and I got married, I was diagnosed with a heart condition. When I received the diagnosis, I was terrified. And it was just so reassuring to know that I was covered. Knowing that I could really swing those costs was a security like none other. It's empowering. It's very empowering.
We head to the top of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Top of the third inning, no score. UNO and LSU. Give you tonight's team colors presented by Kubota. For Earth, for Life. The Tigers with their white and purple pinstripe uniforms tonight. Traditional LSU purple lids. UNO with the gray jerseys, gray pants. They've got the UNO blue batting helmets, as we'll see Dathan Cummings bat for the first time, a sophomore out of Livingston. Looking to bunt, puts one down the third base line. Pearson charging in, the throw not in time as Cummings able to beat it out. Pearson did all he could do, came crashing down into the infield grass, made a clean play, but that was a bunt for a single that time by Cummings. And the runner aboard, first hit of the ball game for either team.
Yeah, and you talk about a perfect bunt from a left-handed side, getting down. Cummings was picking him up and putting him down. Pearson actually made as good a play as he could make. It was just put in the perfect spot, and Cummings just runs too well.
Josh Hoffman, a junior. Throw over, and they pick him off at first. Great move. Fontenot turns, fires, and York heading dead to rights. Looks like UNO wants them to take a look at it.
UNO is challenging the call out at first base. This is their first challenge.
Again, in real time, Buzzy, it looked like they had him. He had a pretty good-sized lead. A little hesitation on diving back, and a good move by Grant and an even better throw. We'll get a look at it here as he tried to sneak in with that right hand, but I think York got him on the hip. It'll be close. Again, I'm not sure if that angle has enough evidence to overturn the original call, which was out at first base. But
yeah, he didn't really catch him leaning as much as Fontenot just had a quick pickoff move with a perfect, accurate, hard throw right in the spot, and it's close at first base. And I can't help but laugh. I feel like anytime if I was in college, anytime I'd get picked off, if I would get picked off, I'd go with the challenge. It's
no
like
matter
there's
what.
Nothing to lose because you're semi-embarrassed. You just laid a perfect bunt down, beat it out, and you obviously don't want to make that 90-foot run back to the dugout. And so
again, he's got the running oven mitt on the right hand, and we've got a slow-mo angle now as if he got the end of that mitt back to the bag before York applied the tag. And again, York kind of obstructing our view from the home plate above Cam. And you can see his hand there, but you also see York, and it's got to come down to, do they decide that York made contact before he got to the bag, obviously, but it's not going to be an easy call. It's a lot closer in slow-mo than it was in real time. I thought they had him easily, but we'll wait and see. We go under review, brought to you by Acme Oyster House. But was an impressive move and throw. I mean, again, Fontenot had a great first step, able to go about face and then put the ball. All York had to do was catch it, lay the glove on the runner.
Yeah, and you said it. It's if that glove touched, the hip of Cummings diving back into first base, and that's what you can't tell, at least from our angle that we have, that we're privy to up in the booth, is you can't tell when that glove actually makes contact with the base runner. You can tell when the base runner's hand touches first base, and you can obviously tell when the glove makes contact with the hip. It's just for that split second, does it touch it before he hits, first base? And that's the difficult part. And I think that's why it takes a little bit longer to come up with these answers.
Now we'll see the umpires make their way back to the field. And we'll get the call here. Once they turn Loverboy off.
That's a review. Runner at first base is out. UNO has one challenge.
So the challenge unsuccessful for UNO. Cummings ruled out. Call on the field will stand. And UNO will have one challenge remaining. So one away here. You're right. Got the first hit of the game on a beautiful bunt down the third base line. Only moments later to be picked off at first. You're probably going to head all the way down to the other end of the dugout. Here one fouled off by Hoffman. That'll make it 0-1.
You think coaches have a rule? If you make me challenge and you're not right, you got to run 10 poles after the game or something. I'd have to implement that.
You're old school. Here's the 0-1. Fontenot blows this fastball by him. It's 0-2. Hoffman, a .235 hitter. Right-hander. One out, nobody on. No score, top of the third. Fontenot's 0-2 pitch. In the air, foul territory. York giving it a look. He will ultimately run out of room. Back behind the screen and into the seats out of play. Still 0-2 the count.
Yeah, you got left-handed pitcher Santiago Garcia playing a little catch down in LSU's bullpen. Grant Fontenot out for his third inning of work. Probably wouldn't have saw that if you were LSU, or if you think you were going to do that if you were Jay Johnson. But with 22 pitches through 2 innings of work, he said, let's see if we can squeeze one more out of him.
There's a called strike 3 on the inside corner at the knees. And that's why Fontenot's still in there right now. He is in a groove. Another punch out. His fourth of the night. 2 gone. Again, nobody on after being picked off. Cummings over at first base. Now we'll see Valentin, the senior out of Douglasville, Georgia. Another right-hander in the lineup for the Privateers. A .234 hitter. At the bottom of the order for Coach Gibson. First pitch from Fontenot. Breaking ball but high. Missing for ball 1.
Yeah, these last, I mentioned it, but the last few outings, I just think Fontenot's been under control, throwing a lot more strikes. He's throwing a lot more off-speed pitch for strikes, which makes that 98-mile-an-hour fastball that much better.
Ooh, that one just missed with the spinner. A little inside, that'll make it 2-0. Pitch. That one a little high and outside, so now 3 balls, no strikes. That time missed with the fastball.
A lot of those pitches all around the zone. That's what you look for, though. If you're going to throw a ball, just make it be a pitch that a hitter has to think about.
Take was on by Valentin. A called strike will make it 3-1. Fontenot went right back to the trusty fastball. Here's the 3-1. In the air, center field. Curiel got a great jump, comes over in right center, and he's got it for out number 3. So he played 2.5. Not much doing, only 1 hit between both teams. Privateers, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on here in the top of the third. Tigers come to the plate, 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Pearson, William Patrick, and Jack Ruckert when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everyone has their own favorite way to experience Louisiana. For some, it's the taste of hot beignets with a creamy cafe au lait. For others, it's swaying to the music of brass bands, Zydeco, and all the music in between. It's boating on the bayou, weaving your way through festivals, road tripping in pursuit of the greatest gumbo. Whoever you are, whatever you crave, Louisiana will feed your soul. Go to findyourlouisiana.com to plan your visit today.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
It's 4 a.m., Monday, and you're literally sucking baby snot through a tube because she's congested. Man, that's love. And if you love her that much, love her enough to make sure she's buckled in the right car seat. To make sure your child's in the right seat for their age and size, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Here we go.
Third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Tigers come to the plate, bottom of the third, looking for their first hit of the night. UNO had a leadoff bunt by Cummings there in the top of the third. He was erased with a pickoff move by Fontenot, but that's the only hit we've had tonight. Pearson takes the first pitch from Skylar Jones, a called strike, and it's 0-1. John batting .247, but now we've got time called, and looks like John Pearson adjusting, maybe have something in his eye. Taking off the batting gloves. Coach Johnson coming out to check on him. John said, yeah, I just had to get something out of my eye. I'm good. Certainly brought a hush over the crowd when John stepped out. With the injury news the Tigers have had to go through the last 24 plus hours. But John's ready to go, now facing the 0-1 pitch from Jones. On its way, a bouncer towards the shortstop. Valentine, he tried to take it on a hop, and it's over his glove into left center field. Almost looked like Valentine was trying to decide, Buzzy, do I charge it? Do I wait on another bounce? And he kind of got caught in between. It gets by him.
Yeah, well, I've mentioned this a bunch. As an infielder, the toughest ball is the in-between hop. The easier plays are the short hop, or to get the big, what they call a big Sunday hop or candy hop. And Valentine just waited. Once he hesitated, that's when having an idea of who's running, which John Pearson runs okay, but he's not the fastest guy in the world. He probably could have dropped step, got the big hop, and still got him out.
Pearson off and running on the first pitch, and the throw down to second left of the bag, going to be handled by Valentine, but nowhere close. So Pearson picks up his second stolen base of the year, and the Tigers getting a little aggressive here with William Patrick at the plate, getting the start tonight. The freshman out of Monroe for the injured Jake Brown.
Yeah,
1-0 the count.
Pearson listening to us saying, who's not fast? I can run. I can steal a base.
Showing bunt, can't find it. And a called strike, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, William Patrick, a freshman out of Monroe, Louisiana, went to St. Frederick High School.
1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second now and nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Patrick going after a fastball in on the hands. That'll make it 1 ball and 2 strike. Rated number 26 among the nation's best high school outfielders.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. As a freshman, you're getting in there, you're getting your opportunity. You want to do so much, but really you just need to choke up and put a ball in play, particularly to the right side.
Breaking ball missed outside from Jones. That'll even the count now 2-2.
And again, that's easier said than done because Skylar Jones for UNO is actually really throwing the baseball well. He's got some really good down action on his fastball, sinks the ball into right-handers.
2-2. Good take by Patrick. Breaking ball didn't break. Missed low and inside. That'll fill the count 3-2. Patrick, I believe, a 3-sport athlete there at St. Frederick High School. It's an all-state selection 3 years for the football team. Played wide receiver, free safety, and even can punt the football. A little bit of everything. Payoff delivery. Bouncer. Fair ball inside the first base bag. Into the right field corner. Pearson easily around third. He will score, and Patrick with an RBI double. Well, he wanted to do something, Buzzy, and he does. He gets the Tigers on the board. They take a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's the baseball gods just rewarding a good at-bat. I said it, if you want to shorten up with 2 strikes, you want to hit the ball the other way with a guy at second base, less than 2 outs. And what Patrick does, he puts a good at-bat together, puts a good approach together when he gets up there. And, he hits the ball the other way, and he gets a double out of it. Kind of gets the best of both worlds. And Jake Brown out, but new guy up, new opportunity, and Patrick delivers.
Now we'll see Jack Ruckert, who shows bunt with nobody out and a runner at second. He brings it back, pitch from Jones outside, and it's 1-0. Ruckert, last year's #1 overall high school player in the state, according to Perfect Game. Right nearby Catholic High, the left-handed hitter. Batting .200 on the year, 16th at bat, and this time he pops this one up. Back behind the plate, going to be handled by the catcher Hoffman. And that'll result in out number 1.
Yeah, going to be kicking himself a little bit. The young freshman Rucker trying to lay a bunt down. As a left-hander, that's actually a hair easier to hit the ball to the right side if you're swinging. But obviously, Jay Johnson put the bunt on, wanting to get a bunt down, get William Patrick over to third base with less than 2 outs. See if Stanfield in the leadoff spot can pick up the young freshman there in the 9-hole.
Stanfield grounded out to start the offense for the Tigers back in the first inning. 5-3. He swings and misses at a breaking ball outside, and it's 0-1. Stanny batting .239. Only 9 RBI. Of course, missed 16 games at the first portion of the year. That was a huge loss for a long time. There's a foul tip off the bunt attempt into the mid of Hoffman, and it's now 0-2 to Stanfield. Tigers up 1-0. William Patrick with the RBI double down the right field line. 1 away. Stanfield with an 0-2 count. Skylar Johnson fires, and a swing and a miss. Got him again with that breaking ball. The slider missing outside, but Stanfield giving chase, 2 away.
Yeah, these are the situations for LSU that they put a couple of good at-bats together. They get a run on the board, but guy at second base, less than 2 outs. It seems like it's has all the makings for a big inning, and then you get a couple bad at-bats. Now you got to get a big 2-out base hit. You got the right guy at the plate to do that, but these are the spots where LSU just needs to be a little bit better, particularly in SEC play. When they have an opportunity to put a crooked number up, you need to do that more often than not.
First pitch to Curiel, hit high in the air, left field way, but Biddick now coming in. And he'll settle under it and have it for out number 3. The Tigers get on the board, an RBI double off the bat of freshman William Patrick makes it a 1-0 game. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left on for the Tigers. Played 3 complete here at the box. 1-0 LSU. UNO coming to the plate after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Something new is happening at Cox. Now the price of your Cox internet and mobile plan won't go up for 3 years, and Wi-Fi equipment is included. So no frustrating price changes, just a lot more of what you want, like a pizza with extra pineapple. Yikes. Okay, let's stick with something everyone wants. No price changes on your plan, guaranteed. Learn more at cox.com/value. Must have at least 500 megabits per second speeds and Cox Unlimited mobile taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee. Mobile data speeds reduced after 20 gigs usage per month.
Hey, Tiger fans, there's nothing quite like game day at the box. To add to the excitement at the ballpark, enjoy our all-beef 44 Farms Tiger Dogs. The finest dogs in the land because they are made of all-natural Angus beef. To learn more, please visit them at 44steaks.com. That's 44steaks.com. 44 Farms, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
From corner stores to crawfish boils, the Louisiana Lottery's been making winners and memories for 35 years.
To celebrate our 35th anniversary, we're introducing a host of new anniversary scratch-offs. Louisiana Treasures. Say it, Louisiana. Taste of LA. Play-O. And it's a Louisiana thing.
5 games, 5 ways to win big.
Louisiana Lottery. Celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile.
Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
1-0 LSU leading UNO. Top of the 4th inning on a Tuesday night. Top of the order for the Privateers. Biddick, Rogers, and Curley will come to the plate. And what do you know? Graham Fontenot back on the bump. Again, he's been very efficient. Starting his 4th inning of work with 32 pitches, vast majority of those strikes. Biddick, a strikeout victim to start the game. He fouls this first pitch off a breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
Well, what I love to see from pitchers is when obviously throwing the fastball for strikes, that's number one thing. But when you can throw those off-speed pitches, which Grant Fontenot has a good feel for that curveball today or tonight.
Fastball at the knees at 96 will get him ahead 0-2.
Yeah, probably didn't expect him to go into the 4th inning, but with the low pitch count.
Fouled back into the screen for that pitch. 70% strikes thrown by Fontenot thus far through 35 pitches thrown. It's still 0-2, the count to Biddick.
Yeah, got to believe this will probably be Fontenot's last inning. You got Santiago Garcia getting good and hot down in their bullpen.
The 0-2 pitch, a little low this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, the count to Dylan Biddick. Took 3 pitches to strike out Biddick to start the game back in the first. Again, Fontenot working ahead, as he has most of the night. The 1-2 is a breaking ball low and inside. Evens a count 2-2. Two delivery. Bouncer. Going to be a tough play and out of the reach of Ruckert. Just right of second base. Biddick finds the green grass of right center field. Second hit of the night for the Privateers and the leadoff man aboard. That was one of the issues over the weekend. Texas A&M time and time again had runners aboard and able to do so with the leadoff hitter. That's one of the things Coach Johnson talked about last night. He said, hey, look, we go into every game trying to limit that number. But when you can't, you got to be able to match it and then some. LSU offensively unable to do so.
Well, and that was a pretty good pitch by Fontenot. Biddick just did a good job staying through the middle.
This pitch got away from Fontenot. It's out of the reach of Aaron Beatty. To the backstop it goes, and that will put Biddick down at second base. He'll advance.
Yeah, conversely on the defensive side of things, when you get the leadoff hitter on for LSU, they need to do a better job from the pitching staff of minimizing damage. You know, we talked about it offensively. When they have a chance to put that big inning together, you've got to figure out a way to do that and not let the other team off the hook. Well, similarly, when you get that leadoff hitter on, you've got to even bear down more, make good pitches, quality pitches. We know about the wild pitches and pass balls this year. It's been more than before, and so that's just giving free bases. That's giving the other team easy opportunities to be put in scoring position, and thus it makes it easier to score runs for the opposing team.
Tate Yeski with a visit out to the mound here. You can see 67 wild pitches in 68 games last year. Tigers have played 42 so far. They got 60 wild pitches. Now you throw in there, obviously, the pass balls. As you said, walks is where you start. You don't want to have any walks, minimize walks. But once they get aboard, you don't want to give them free passes to advance.
Well, you can get away with a few of it. You can't get away with all of it. You can't walk guys and give them free passes and not play good defense and not drive guys in when you get them in scoring position. So it's just a culmination of a bunch of different things, and that's why LSU struggled over these last few weeks. But the good news is season's not over with. It's coming down to the end. I mean, they've got to get in motion, get things going, but they still have an opportunity to do everything they want if they can put together a few good weekends.
Evan Rogers squares the bunt. First pitch from Fontenot, missed low and outside.
I probably say this, and people are tired of me saying it, but back in 08, that's the only thing I have to go off of. We were 6-11-1 through 18 games in SEC play. LSU's 6-12 right now. We went on a 23-game win streak and made our way to Omaha. So everything is still in front for this LSU team.
Fontenot now getting a little wild. As we said, the first 3 innings, even the pitches that missed didn't miss by much, but a wild pitch a moment ago, that one nowhere close. Now 3-0 the count to Rogers. This one catches the outside corner with the take on. It's now 3-1. Runner down at second. LSU leading 1-0, top of the 4th. Tigers 1 run on 2 hits. The Privateers no runs on 2 hits. Here's the 3-1. Missed low and away for ball 4. So that will put Rogers aboard on a walk. Put runners first and second. Still nobody out. And now we'll see Miles Curley.
Well, this is the longest that Grant Fontenot has gone this year. The previous longest outing for Grant Fontenot was April 5th at Tennessee. He went 2 2/3 innings. So this is definitely more than he's thrown this year. And I would suspect, as Santiago Garcia, again, is good and loose, he's ready to go down to the bullpen. It won't be many more at-bats for Grant Fontenot.
Curley with a bouncer up the middle. Going to be handled by Ruckert. Steps on second. Throws to first. Gets it to York in time for another double play. It will advance the runner and Biddick over to third, but now with 2 outs. Good job by Ruckert. Took it on his own and turns 2.
Yeah, and that's a good job by Fontenot of staying in it, making a quality pitch. You're always, again, 1 pitch away. When you've got guys on base and you stay down in the zone, you're able to work ground balls, and with The guys up the middle, particularly Milam, Jack Ruckert known for his glove as well. You work yourself a pitch down in the zone, get a double play ball, you're one pitch out away from getting out of it.
First pitch to Newman, driven deep to left field, and this one just over the fence. A wall scraper in left, and Newman with his 10th home run of the year will give UNO the lead now with a 2-run homer, 2-1.
Well, that's the guy with the power in the lineup is Newman. He took a pitch. I didn't, off the bat, I actually thought Stanfield was going to find a way to catch that ball, and when I saw Stanfield turn and run, I knew it was going to be over his head. I didn't think it was going to get out of the ballpark, Chris. That ball continued to carry. It was hit 100 miles an hour off the bat, traveled 352 feet, and just got over the left field wall.
So now with 2 down and a 2-1 lead, we'll see Owen Smith. First pitch by the junior, swing and a miss, 0-1. 2-1 now. The Privateers with the lead. 2 runs on 3 hits. Here 1. At the letters for a strike. That'll get Fontenot ahead, 0-2. With nobody on and 2 outs, the 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, called strike. Went right to the fastball at 97 miles an hour. And Smith down on strikes. However, the Privateers with that home run take 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave nobody on, but have a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Aaron Beatty, Milam, and Cerna. Meat of the order presented by 44 Farms, 3, 4, and 5. Due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
I'm Richard Fontenot, president of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. My brother and I grow rice, soybeans, and raise crawfish on our farm in Evangeline Parish. For a 4th-generation farmer like myself, Louisiana Farm Bureau is as much a part of my life as checking traps or harvesting rice. Our organization is more than 145,000 members strong, and we've been around for more than 100 years. The Louisiana Farm Bureau spans generations, and we want you to join our family.
Visit lafarmbureau.org. The Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana and the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field. Go Tigers!
The bottom of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Bottom of the 4th inning, UNO leading 2-1. Kate Aaron Beatty to lead it off. The first pitch offered up, a called strike on the outside corner from Skylar Jones. And it's 0-1. Aaron Beatty, strikeout victim back in the 1st inning. Jones delivers. Breaking ball outside in the left batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the Tiger catcher.
Aaron Beatty's been hot at the plate lately. Actually leads all LSU hitters in conference batting average.
This one absolutely jettisoned to left field, going back, and this one's gone into the left field landing. Kate Aaron Beatty. Home run number 11 on the year, and that'll tie it up 2-2.
You got to love that. UNO puts up 2 runs in the top of the 4th. You come right back and put up another one and score or tie the game at 2 apiece and kind of get that momentum back in your dugout.
That one cleared the fence. What did we say? The Privateer home run was 352.
You want to take a guess at that one?
I'll say 360.
351.
Oh, wow. That one looked a little more obvious out of here than the
102 off the bat from Aaron Beatty. Yeah, 351 feet, so just cleared the left field fence.
Stephen Milam to the plate. Milam popped out to the second baseman. Back in the second inning, Evan Rogers. 1-0 the count to Milam.
That's a good time for LSU. Aaron Beatty continuing to stay hot, continuing to hit the ball hard.
Here's a swing, foul down the first base line. Milam again, one of the silver linings in an otherwise gray and cloudy weekend. Led the Tigers against A&M, batted .385, went 5 for 13 with 3 runs scored. A double, couple of home runs, 2 RBI. The 1-1 missed away. 2 balls, 1 strike. We mentioned how do you make up for a Jake Brown, the loss of Jake in right field and at the plate. And I mentioned it'll be a lot easier if you have multiple guys in the lineup start to move up a little bit. Milam certainly can be one of those down the stretch, and we've seen him do it for 2 years. This one a slow bouncer and foul first base side. Still 2-2.
Well, you let Milam and Curiel do what they've done in the postseason. Of course, it feels like Curiel's been here longer than he has, but he only was here last year as a freshman, but you know what he can do. And then Aaron Beatty step up the way he has these last few weeks. That is a big shot in the arm for LSU's offense.
Way outside in the right-handed batter's box to Milam will fill the count 3-2.
Now you can't help it when you're leading off an inning. If you hit the ball out of the ballpark, it's going to be a solo homer, but you'd like to see LSU start hitting those 2- and 3-run homers, a little more bang for their buck.
Milam will foul this fastball off from Jones. Keep it full, 3-2.
You know, over the weekend, you mentioned the 2 homers from Milam, and Aaron Beatty had the 3rd home run. All 3 were solo shots, and so, you know, you hit 3 home runs in a game, you've got a really good chance to win that game, particularly if those home runs are 2- and 3-run variety.
Another payoff pitch, and that one in on the hands, ball 4. So Milam will trot down to first base. Still nobody out. Tie game 2-2. And we'll see Omar Cerna Jr. Again, the wind blowing slightly, not a strong wind tonight, blowing right to left towards the scoreboard in left center field. Now we've got time called. Pitching coach coming out for the Privateers, going to talk it over with Skylar Jones. They got a couple Privateers warming down in the bullpen. Looks like one right-hander. He may be ready to go. He's just keeping an eye on the coach out there on the mound.
Yeah, that's right-hander number 50, Luke Email, getting loose for UNO out of Garyville, Louisiana. Went to Delgado Community College. And yeah, that's pitching coach Connor Manola having a conversation with Skylar Jones. And I really like the way Skylar Jones, I like what it looks like. It's a good fastball with some movement, a really hard slider. Just needs to get the ball over the plate and work down in the zone, but it's a good arm for this UNO Privateer team.
So now the timeout all broken up. Milam will head back to first. Cerna will dig in from the right side. Omar, a strikeout victim, back in the second inning. Batting .279, freshman with 3 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Jones working from the stretch, fires to the plate. At the belt, called strike, 0-1 to Cerna. Fans MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, and a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Jones takes his time, 5 on the pitch clock, the 0-1. Foul tip held on to by Hoffman, and Cerna behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, Milam at first base is 2 of 5 on the year in stolen bases. That was a couple really good pitches from Skylar Jones to Omar Cerna Jr. Fastball with some movement on the outside part of the plate, and then came back with a slider, even a better spot than the first pitch.
The 0-2, high chop in front of the mound. Jones waits on it, now retrieves it, throws to first, his only play to get Cerna. That'll be the first out of the inning, so Cerna, for all intents and purposes, does the job, moves the runner into scoring position. Milam now down at second base.
Again, UNO with the 2 runs in the top of the 4th. LSU leads off the bottom of the 4th with the Aaron Beatty homer, but it'd be nice to figure out a way to drive this run in from second base. And we always talk about the momentum. We always talk about the shutdown inning from an LSU pitching side of things after your team scores runs. Same way when you get some runs scored against you. If you can go back out there, put a couple runs up to match it, that's a big deal for the swing of a baseball game.
1 ball, no strikes to Zach York. He's 0 for 1 tonight, back in the starting lineup. Took a ground ball that ricocheted off the glove of Newman at first. Rogers, though, would pick it up. On the ground out. This pitch in on the hands. That'll make it 2-0 now to York.
A situation, if you're York, you're looking for a pitch dead red. If you don't get it, you don't want to swing at it. Worst thing you could do is give them a cheap out. But if you get a pitch you're looking for, try to drive this thing onto the Intimidator in right field.
The 2-0 lifted high and deep, but going back is Tidwell. Now he'll come in a few steps. Still deep, and Milam trying to get to third, tags up, and he'll get there. The throw was back behind the third base bag. So now with 2 down, York sent one deep to the deepest part of the park. Milam just 90 feet away. Steven now going to count on John Pearson, trying to bring him home, break this 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, good job by York. He got a good pitch to hit. He just needed to try to turn it over a little bit more, try to get that ball out to right center or right field. Deepest part of the ballpark just wasn't going to carry enough to get out to deadway center field at 405 feet. But nice job by Milam. He knew he could get to third relatively easy. Anytime you can take the extra bag, you want to do
Pearson,
that.
Chopper to third, waiting on it. Boogie Cummings, and the throw across the diamond in time for out number 3. However, Tigers get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 1 man on. We now move to the top of the 5th. It's a tie game, 2-2. Privateers come to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions, LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the Lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
444 for the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 444 for the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues, born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
2-2 our score. Both teams 2 runs, both teams 3 hits thus far. We hit the top of the 5th inning. Tigers make a pitching change powered by Sunshine. Second pitcher of the night will be Santiago Garcia, the transfer from Oregon. Hails from Las Cruces, New Mexico, former high school teammate of another Tiger you may know, Stephen Milam. He'll take over with a 2-2 ball game, and UNO will send to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Tidwell, Cummings, and Hoffman.
Well, Garcia is making his 16th appearance of the year. He's 1-1 with a 3.94 ERA. He does have 2 saves. In 16 innings of work, he's given up 12 hits. He's given up 7 runs, 10 walks, and 27 strikeouts. Garcia from the left side is going to be 91-95 with the fastball. Going to have a curveball. Also going to throw a slider at 85 to 88 miles an hour. It's going to be a quick, kind of a sharp darting pitch that will look more like a cutter at times. And he also throws a changeup. But Garcia, one of the good left-handed arms for LSU out of the bullpen, came in against Texas A&M over the weekend in that last game. Did throw an inning of work, gave up no hits, no runs. Did walk a guy and had 2 strikeouts, so threw the ball well over the weekend.
Eli Tidwell stands in. The first pitch, a breaking ball, in for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Tidwell, a strikeout victim to Fontenot back in the 2nd inning. Garcia's 0-1. He went around, didn't need to appeal. Home plate umpire Josh Gilreath takes care of that, and it's 0-2 with another breaking ball from Garcia. The 0-2 pitch, just staying alive with a foul off the bat of Tidwell. Will keep it 0-2. Grant Fontenot, by the way, final line, 4 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Again, I think you and I a little surprised, maybe even Coach Johnson went a little farther than we expected tonight, but overall, good performance as the pitch from Garcia rides high, making 1-2 to Tidwell.
Yeah, the thing I like, the 48 total pitches, Chris, 31 strikes. I mean, he's throwing the ball over the plate, competing. That's what you like to see, compete.
Speaking of competing, there's a swing and a miss. Change up, dropped off the table. Tidwell down on strikes. Garcia fans the first batter he faces, 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning.
Fontenot did have the 2 walks, but for the most part, I mean, he was throwing the ball over the plate. One of those walks was a pitch clock violation. Who knows if he walks that guy or not, but you can live with that as a coach. Again, you'd like to see no walks, but a lot of strikes made UNO earn everything they got. Again, 4 innings with the 2 runs. You can live with that.
Cummings at the plate, had a single back in the 3rd. First pitch from Garcia, a little high for ball 1, 1-0. Left-hander delivers, just missed the inside corner and get off speed. It'll be 2 balls, no strikes. This one up and in, now 3 balls, no strikes. Cummings having to back out of the way.
Just a complete guess here, Chris, because we didn't have Jay Johnson say anything about this. I wonder if he's not looking at maybe Grant Fontenot slipping into that 3rd spot role on the weekend.
There's a hit by pitch, got him in on the hands. Cummings was looking to swing away. Now they're going to appeal down to 3rd. They'll say he did not go around, but again, I think he got caught between trying to get out of the way and swing, but they're going to say it caught the hands, and he was in a lot of pain. He'll take off the glove, still hunched over right of home plate. That'll bring Coach Gibson out along with the trainer, but they're going to rule it hit by pitch. He will be granted first base with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, hit him on the hand. Coach Jay Johnson, I know he thought maybe he was trying to take a swing at it or possibly hit the bat, but he definitely didn't go. So if it did hit him, there was no bat. You know, the bat didn't cross the plate or even come close to crossing the plate. Those hurt. When that 90-plus mile-an-hour fastball comes at your hand, there's a lot of little bones that aren't used to having something that hard hit on him.
So he appears to be all right. He will head down to first base. And we talked about wild pitches. We talked about pass balls. We certainly have talked about the amount of walks the Tigers have relinquished this year, but you can also put hit by pitch. And when you think about it, that's been a part of Jay Johnson's offense since he arrived here, but not the way he wants to see it here in 2026, as Garcia going to check on the runner in Cummings over at first and tosses over. Lefty on righty matchup. Hoffman a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning. And again, Garcia just going to toss over to York. Cummings on the season, 6 of 8 in stolen bases. So threat to get aggressive here in a tie game, 2-2 in the top of the 5th. Garcia kicks and fires, misses outside.
Yeah, Cummings can definitely run. We saw him lay that bunt down in the 1st and get moving down to first base. Pearson actually made a good play on it and did everything perfectly and still wasn't able to get Cummings out at first. So guy can definitely run.
1-0 rises high for Garcia, now 2-0. Cummings, of course, picked off at first after laying down that beautiful bunt. Again, Garcia, the left-hander. Keep an eye on him, but now Jay Johnson, speaking of keeping an eye, going to trot out to the mound, bring the infield in, talk it over with Santiago. Just a little pep talk here with a 2-0 count to Hoffman, who again was a strikeout victim his first time up earlier tonight. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Stop by today, order online, or use the app, fans. Walk On Sports Bistro. Game on. Took a little gander at the forecast up in Starkville this weekend. Of course, the Tigers will head there tomorrow, actually. Travel up to Starkville. Get a full day of practice, wake up on Thursday, and then get ready for Friday's game 1. But looks like they may be bobbing and weaving with the weather up there, although earlier this past weekend it looked like it was going to be torrential. Now the chances have diminished slightly, but we'll keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. Garcia again going to keep an eye, throw over to check on Cummings, the runner. A 2-0 count to Hoffman.
What you're saying is you hope they've got covers for the charcoal pits over in the outfield.
Yeah.
Keep their food hot, doesn't get rained out.
2-0 pitch, fouled back. That'll make it 2-1.
Connor Benj, right-hander down in LSU's bullpen, starting to get loose.
2-1 delivery. Low and inside. Now 3-1. So Garcia having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. The 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. That'll put 2 runners aboard now. That's how the Privateers eventually were able to get that lead. Runners on, and they found the 2-run bomb.
Well, these are the guys you want to go after, not to say an 8 and 9 hole hitter can't figure out a way to get a base hit on you. It is baseball, but there's a reason they're down in the lineup, and you want to, with guys on first and second, again, 1 pitch away, making a quality pitch down in the zone to work a double play ball.
First delivery to Valentin. Breaking ball missed inside, 1-0. Runners first and second, 1 out, a 2-2 game here in the top of the 5th. Garcia's delivery, swing and a miss. Fastball. Downhill trajectory, a swing and a miss by Valentin. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks back to second. Santi fires in the air, center field. Not hit particularly hard, and shallow center. Curiel coming straight in, makes the play for the second out of the inning. Runners stay put at first and second.
Yeah, it was an important pitch at 1-1. You didn't want to get it to 2-1 with ducks on the pond, and he throws a fastball. Really caught a lot of the plate, but that's what happens when you throw strikes. They can't get a hit every time. A lot of good things can happen. More good things happen than bad things when you throw the ball over the plate.
Again, runners first and second, 2 down. We'll see top of the order, Dylan Biddick, and the pitch gets by Aaron Beatty to the backstop. Everybody will advance to second and third. That'll put Cummings at third, Hoffman now at second base with 2 outs. And again, those start to get amplified the more you see through a given game.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got the best hitter up for UNO at the plate in Biddick, and you do have first base open. That's the good news. You can pitch him carefully. You don't have to go right after him, but eventually you're going to have to get one of these next 2 hitters out.
1-0. There's a half-hearted swing and a miss at a breaking ball that tailed away from the left-handed hitter. 1-1. The 1-1 from Garcia. Too low, 2-1. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana fans, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU athletics. Louisiana Blue, live Louisiana, we've got you. 2-1 pitch from Garcia. Missed outside, now 3-1.
Now Biddick, the junior out of Lafayette, Louisiana, went to Bossier Community College out of high school.
3-1 delivery. Tap foul, and that'll fill the count 3-2.
Well, that gave Garcia a little bit of help on that pitch. It was 3-1 down in the dirt. It was going to be ball 4, but Biddick trying to be aggressive and got himself a 2-strike. I look for a pitch out of the zone. Slider, off-speed pitch, kind of out of the zone, working away.
3-2, ground ball up the middle, base hit. That'll score Cummings. They'll send Hoffman in from third. And Biddick delivers a 2-run single, and now UNO back on top 4-2, and that'll be all for Santiago Garcia. Jay Johnson with a quick walk out to the mound. He's made the call. The pitching change powered by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, keeping your home turf in tip-top shape. 4-2 now. Privateers lead, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Have a runner at first. We'll tell you about the new Tiger pitcher after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
From corner stores to crawfish boils, the Louisiana Lottery's been making winners and memories for 35 years.
To celebrate our 35th anniversary, we're introducing a host of new anniversary scratch-offs. Louisiana Treasures. Say it, Louisiana. Taste of LA. Play-O. And it's a Louisiana thing.
5 games, 5 ways to win big.
Louisiana Lottery. Celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile.
Must be at least 21 to purchase.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Right-hander Connor Benj now takes over on the mound for the Tigers. 2 outs, and they trail UNO 4-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. The Privateers will have a runner at first in Biddick, who drove in the 2 runs with a base hit up the middle. It'll be Rogers at the plate, first batter to face Connor Benj.
Well, Benj making his 13th appearance of the year. He's 1-0. He's thrown 5 innings, given up 9 hits, 5 runs, no walks, and 10 strikeouts. And it's going to be 92 to 96 miles an hour. He's going to sink it with the fastball and throw a slider to right-handers. Going to go more cutter, changeup to left-handers.
Rogers, the right-hander, 0 for 1 on the night, and the first pitch over the head of Aaron Beatty to the backstop, and another wild pitch going to move the runner up. Biddick from first now to second, 3rd wild pitch of the night from the Tiger staff.
Yeah, that last at bat from Garcia to Biddick, he just caught too much of the plate with 2 strikes. I realized it was 3-2, but with the base open, just went all speed pitch, and it kind of just spun up in the zone. Obviously not the pitch Santiago Garcia was wanting to make. I thought they were going to go more out of the zone with the hard slider, trying to get Biddick to chase, as I think he was a little bit in swing mode. As you saw that on the 3-1 pitch, he chased the pitch down in the zone. But a good job of hitting. He drove in the runs when he needed to.
1 ball, no strikes to Rogers, and this fastball from Benj missed outside, now 2-0.
Cooper Williams, the left-hander, getting loose down in LSU's bullpen.
2-0 the count to Rogers with a runner at second. UNO leading 4-2. Benj delivers. Elevated fastball, swing and a miss to make it 2-1.
Well, Rogers helped Benj out there. 2-0 was a little too aggressive, as that pitch was way out of the zone, but he swung at it anyway, and now 2-1 with Connor Benj. Kind of gave him a gift there. Benj needs to take advantage.
And they called another pitch clock violation. They moved it now to a 3-1 count to Rogers. Now a little more pressure on Benj. He fires and missed high and outside, ball 4. The Tigers have been penalized twice with a pitch clock infraction. 3 wild pitches. They trail 4-2. Now runners first and second for the Privateers with 2 outs as Rogers heads to first, and now we'll see Curley.
Yeah, again, this is the heart of the lineup, so there's a reason they're in the 3 and 4 hole. Curley came into the game second on the team in batting average at .317, hitting .310 now.
First pitch. That's a strike at the letters to make it 0-1. Biddick with the 2-run single. Now at second base. Rogers on the walk at first. UNO 4 runs on 4 hits. Tigers 2 runs on 3 hits. The 0-1 to Curley. Swing and a miss. Fastball from Benj gets by him. It's 0-2.
Got 2 good fastballs, 96 miles an hour. The velocity's there, and never been a question with Benj on the velocity. He's got a good arm, just needs to work on the location. Spot a good pitch here with 2 strikes.
2 outs and the 0-2. Just missed a little low. 1 ball, 2 strikes, but a very good 0-2 pitch. Just a better take by Curley. Strikeout in the first inning. 4-3 ground out last time in the 4th inning. He's got Biddick at second, Rogers at first. Connor Benj, the right-hander, comes set. The 1-2. Runners go. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Down on strikes goes Curley. But the Privateers strike for 2 runs on 1 hit. They leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-2. Privateers lead. Tigers coming to the plate. It'll be Patrick, Rucker, top of the order, Stanfield when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Once again, LSU playing from behind. Happens to be Tuesday night here at the box. They trail UNO 4-2. Of course, coming up on July 1st of this year, UNO will rejoin LSU's system, the Louisiana State University system, after 14 years with UL. And again, it will be renamed LSU New Orleans. They will adopt, Buzzy, the purple and gold colors, but they will still keep the Privateers mascot. So these will be family institutions once again later on this summer. But they're battling tonight here on the diamond. William Patrick, who had an RBI double back in the 3rd inning, getting the start tonight in right field. Back to the plate to lead it off. Luke Emil on the mound. First pitch, a bunt, and Emil comes off the plate, or rather the mound, and able to make the play, throw to first in time to get the speedy Patrick, and 1 away.
Well, Luke Emil is right-handed pitcher out of Garyville, Louisiana, 6'1", 205-pounder. Went to Delgado Community College out of high school, and he's making his 11th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 1.62 ERA. 16 2/3 innings. He's given up 10 hits, 3 runs, 11 walks, and 10 strikeouts.
Jack Rucker takes the first pitch inside corner, called strike, and it's 0-1.
Fastball's not going to blow you away. It's 87-91. He's got a curveball, slider, and changeup. He will get fastball heavy, meaning he'll throw that pitch a lot. So LSU just needs to sit dead red and look for that fastball.
This one sharply hit to right field. It takes a bounce in front of the right fielder, Smith. So good job there by Rucker, picking up his 4th hit of the season and his 17th plate appearance. So a 1-out single puts a man aboard for the Tigers, down 2 runs. We'll move to the top of the order and Chris Stanfield. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter for Stanny. Daniel Harden Jr. out of Prairieville. Come off the bench, grab a bat, he'll come to the plate.
Yeah, Harden getting his 14th at bat of the year, playing in his 14th game. You heard Coach Jay Johnson say it in the pregame interview that going to be a lot of guys get opportunities that might not have with Jake Brown going down for the season-ending injury.
First pitch to Harden, missed inside, 1-0. Daniel in those 13 previous plate appearances, 2 hits. He scored 6 runs, driven in 2 runs, been walked twice. A 1-0 to Harden. Sharp swing, but a foul ball down the first base line will even the count 1-1. Toyota Summer Starts Here sales event coming up. Start your summer right in an exciting new Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. 4-2. UNO leading here, bottom of the 5th inning. 1 out, runner aboard in Ruckert at first base. Harden waits on the pitch, but a throw over to check on Ruckert. He slides back safely. Righty on lefty matchup. A 1-1 count to Harden, but again another quick snap throw over to first to keep an eye on Ruckert. Email fires, and a swing and a foul off the bottom of the bat of Harden makes it 1-2.
Cooper Williams still getting loose down in LSU's bullpen. Got a host of privateers down in their bullpen down the third base line. Nobody playing catch yet down there, just a lot of guys doing a little stretching.
Another quicker throw over to first. Ruckert able to pick it up quickly, slide back to the bag. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Harden at the plate with 1 away. Tigers trailing 4-2 to UNO. Email fires and a swing and a miss. Harden couldn't catch up to it, down on strikes. First of the night for Luke Email out of the bullpen for the Privateers. Now we'll bring Derek Curiel to the plate.
Yeah, the book on Email again is he's going to throw a lot of fastball. That last pitch to Harden, he actually went to the off-speed pitch, the slider. It spun up in the zone, and it was more the change of speed than the direction of the pitch that got Harden. As it was up in the zone, it was very hittable. But again, it was at 83 miles an hour, not 89, 90 miles an hour.
Curiel 0 for 2, but this time goes opposite field to left. That'll put Ruckert in at second. That'll be the 5th Bingo Pest Product base hit of the night. First for Derek Curiel. And with 2 outs, Tigers try to get something going here. So we'll see Kate Arambidi. Arambidi 1 for 2. Able to get a home run over the fence in left last time at the plate. Again, he has been red hot this past weekend in an otherwise dismal offensive performance overall. He batted .308, 4 of 12, 2 runs scored, 1 home run, 2 runs batted in. Certainly could help lift his team here. With 2 down, first pitch. Way outside and high, ball 1.
Well, that's the approach from Curiel and Ruckert that you got to have. Again, it's going to be a lot of fastballs. Now he's got guys on base, so he just went to an off-speed pitch to Arambidi. But the fastball is going to catch a lot of the plate. When you get it at 90 miles an hour, you can't miss it. Ruckert and Curiel didn't.
This time, missing low, 2 balls, no strikes to Arambidi. Cade trying to force him into a box, get a fastball over the plate.
Yeah, you got to look dead red here and don't chase. You get the one pitch you want. Try to put this ball somewhere in left field seats.
High and outside on the offering. Now make it 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised here the way Arambidi seeing the baseball, and we need some offense kind of put into this stadium. Wouldn't be surprised if you see the swing away here from Coach Jay Johnson and Arambidi.
3-0 pitch missed away, no chance to do so. It's ball 4. So 4 pitches from Email will load the bases for the Tigers now with 2 outs. That brings Stephen Milam to the plate. Again, another good candidate. Seeing the baseball and making solid contact here of late. First, Hoffman, the catcher, going to go out and talk it over with a right-handed reliever. So now the Tigers with Ruckert at third, Curiel at second, Aaron Beatty on the walk down at first base. Milam so far tonight popped out to the second baseman Rogers in the second. Board on a walk and left stranded back in the 4th inning.
Yeah, you get the feeling that last at bat to Aaron Beatty that they didn't want any part of it. Luke Emo didn't want a whole lot of Aaron Beatty as red hot as he's been. Now, you don't get much easier with Stephen Milam the way he's swinging the bat, and we know what he's done in particular late in the year and with guys in scoring position. But pick your poison. It kind of feels like they wanted to go after Milam more than they did Aaron Beatty.
Against the right-hander again, Milam will bat from the left side. Bases loaded, 2 outs, trailing UNO 4-2. Emails, first pitch. Catches the inside corner to Milam off speed, 0-1.
Yeah, I like the take, though. Slider on the inside part of the plate. Milam probably wasn't looking for that pitch with the scouting report out there. A lot of fastballs, so now you got to get a pitch you can hit.
Off the end of the bat and off the top of the plate, foul. It rolls back behind the plate. It's 0-2 now to Milam.
Now, 2 good all-speed pitches from Luke Email down in the zone, and now Milam has to battle. He's as good as anybody with 2 strikes, though. That little frame, the strike zone shrinks up a little bit. He chokes up.
The 0-2 pitch outside and low from Email, and it's 1-2. The Tigers unable to convert with runners in scoring position the majority of the weekend. There's the 1-2 and a bouncer towards first, and it gets by Newman. He tried to catch it glove side. It got by the leather. That will easily score Ruckert. That will bring Curiel in, and once again we're tied 4-4. So they chose to stay away from Aaron Beatty. They pitched to Milam, and he bounces one, darted down the first base line. 5th hit of the night for the Tigers, and once again it's 4-4. And LSU with a chance here. Aaron Beatty down at third, and Omar Cerna coming to the plate.
Yeah, good things happen when you put the ball in play hard, and when you put the ball in play on the ground or on a line. Bad things happen when you pop up or hit lazy fly balls to the outfield. Milam with 2 strikes did a good job of putting the pressure on UNO. Newman down at first base would probably tell you he'd like to try to knock that one down, at least save a run, but good job by Milam of putting together a good 2-strike at bat.
Email's first pitch to Cerna on the inside corner, called strike. No doubt Cruz Newman was just trying to get the glove. It was just next to his body. If he'd taken another step towards the line, he probably knocks it down, maybe limits it to 1 run for LSU, but Tigers will take 2 to tie it up. This one fouled out of play down the line and right. It's 0-2 now to Cerna. Maybe follow suit here if you're Omar. Take some pages out of Stevens' book.
Right, swing and a miss does you no good here. 0-2 with guys in scoring position. Put the ball in play at minimum.
The 0-2 pitch and a swing and just stayed alive. The bottom of the bat caught the baseball on a pitch that was well outside. Cerna just got fooled and could not bring it back.
You know, Milam does a good job. I'll throw a few guys out there of a couple years ago. You know, Dylan Cruz was great at it, spreading out with 2 strikes, really trying to drop, make contact the other way. Tommy White, another guy that did it as good as anybody, and that's a power. Those are 2 power hitters that were able to do that.
Cerna takes this delivery up high, make it 1-2. Yeah, I think we watched Tommy White in his time at LSU improve as an overall hitter, and that was one of his goals of coming here. Jay Johnson talked about it. Dylan Cruz was born able to play baseball. Here's the 1-2. Base hit, left center field. Omar Cerna got all of that baseball. That'll score Aaron Beatty. That'll score Milam, and the freshman Cerna gives the Tigers a 6-4 lead.
Well, you just talked about it, Chris. Struggled with runners in scoring position. LSU was 1 of 6 going into Milam's at bat. They're 3 of 8 now with a couple big hits from Milam and Cerna, and a good job of pulling the hands in, not trying to do too much. That 2-strike approach we talk about, got a pitch he could handle, but stayed right back through the middle on the line, and LSU with the 6-4 lead now.
Yeah, kept the even plane with the bat, put a punch into it to drive it into left center field. Now a meeting on the mound here. Got a right-hander ready to go should they make that call, with a runner at first, 2 down, now trailing LSU 6-4. Fans, remember, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the home run celebrations. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. Official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. Expect the expected in SeatGeek. Looks like they're going to stick with Luke Email on the mound. And again, Coach Manola making his way back to the dugout. Zach York coming to the plate. Zach tonight 0 for 2. There's another guy who had a great career, certainly a great last season with Grand Canyon. Got off to a pretty good start here in 2026, but once SEC play came, he kind of slowed down again. He yet to have a home run in SEC competition, but if he were to have a little surge here down the stretch, makes all the difference for an LSU team offensively. First pitch missing high from Email, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's a tough thing for York because he came in to hit home runs, and so even if he were to hit 300, everybody wants to see him hit the ball out of the ballpark, and that's not as easy as some people make it seem.
The 1-0. I want to strike on the outer edge at the belt, make it 1-1. Again, the Tigers going to need a lift from everybody in the lineup moving forward to replace a guy like Jake Brown, and Zach's a great candidate. Here's the 1-1. Another good breaking ball from Email that slid right across the plate. York couldn't pull the trigger. He gets behind in the count, 1-2. Runner at first, 2 down, a 6-4 LSU lead now here in the bottom of the 5th. Email's 1-2 pitch. Good take, miss low, a late throw down to second. As that time Cerna kind of read the downhill trajectory. Maybe thought it was going to catch a little dirt. It was actually received well by Hoffman, but I think he got fooled. I don't think he thought it was as good a pitch to run on as Omar did. But Omar's now in scoring position. It changes things here for York. 2 outs and a 2-2 count. Again, looking to just get the next man up. The 2-2. Outside and low. That'll fill the count now to Zach.
Yeah, and I'm not sure Cerna didn't have what we call a delay steal, which is you take a couple big secondary leads and then you steal the bag more in deception than you do foot speed. That ball was down in the dirt. He might have read that as well, but it could have been the delayed steal.
Payoff delivery. Good take. Breaking ball low and inside, and that will send York down to first, and the inning continues. So now runners first and second for the Tigers, who lead 6-4. That should bring John Pearson to the plate here with a chance to add to this 2-run lead.
Well, Pearson with the...
Well, they're going to make a pinch hitter. They're going to get Mason Braun, who certainly can do the job.
Well, I was just about to say Pearson with home run power and a lot of juice in the bat, but you don't fall off any by bringing Mason Braun up, who has equally as much power. And from the left side, Coach Jay Johnson wants to go with the left-handed matchup against the right-handed pitcher.
Braun, the freshman out of South Bend, batting .259 on the year. Got a couple of home runs, 12 runs batted in. But a timeout taken. Jay Johnson going to talk it over with Braun, along with Patrick, who will be on deck. The Tigers so far here in the bottom of the 5th, 4 runs on 4 hits after coming in trailing by 2, 4-2. It's now a 6-4 Tiger lead.
Yeah, you want to see that resiliency of your LSU. Again, it's no secret it's been a tough stretch the last couple weeks. You get down, then you get down again, and it'd be easy to fold up tent, close shop, but LSU continues to put the pressure on, which is a good thing.
First pitch to Braun, breaking ball, low and inside, ball 1. I'm with you, Buzzy. I'm not willing to concede the 2026 season by any stretch of the imagination. Again, with counting tonight, 15 games remaining, 12 in the SEC. But I do like seeing some of these young true freshmen out here getting these valuable at-bats, valuable innings of work, not only for the back half of this season, but certainly moving into the future. A breaking ball for a strike will even it up to Braun, 1-1. Runners first and second, 2 down. The pitch. Hit in the air to left field. On the run, Biddick got to run a long way, and it'll bounce in front of him. They'll wave the runner around from third. Cerna comes in without a throw. And Mason Braun with an RBI single to left. It's now 7-4 Tigers.
Yeah, kind of inside out of the pitch, just big and strong, and hit it where they weren't, as they say. And Biddick had to run a long way. He was shaded over to that left center gap, so that ball down the line was going to take a heck of an effort to get there. Just wasn't able to.
Coach Andrew Gibson now on his way out to the mound. That'll be all for Luke Email. They'll make a pitching change here now that they trail 7-4, and this bottom of the fifth has been extended by the Tigers. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. 7-4, LSU leads, 2 outs. Tigers have runners first and second. New pitcher going to face William Patrick when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original seasoning is Manda's strong side, but it's Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
BRQ Seafood and Barbecue is a home run for flavor, excitement, and an unforgettable experience. Savor their daily specials or indulge in their brunch every Saturday and Sunday. Special occasion? Let BRQ cater your event or host your gathering on their outdoor patio, The Backyard. Now open daily. As the official catering service of LSU Athletics, they are the top choice for your game-winning celebrations. Visit online at brqrestaurant.com. See their daily specials, catering options, or to reserve a table. BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, where unforgettable moments await, both on and off the diamond.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
UNO down 7-4 now to LSU. They make a pitching change as the bottom of the fifth. LSU has made their move so far. 5 runs on 5 hits. Not ready to shut it down just yet. William Patrick at the plate. Runners first and second. William Andrade takes over, and the first pitch is strike on the outside corner from the right-hander. It's 0-1 to Patrick, who's 1 for 2 back in the third inning. Had a double down the right field line to get the Tigers on the board with an RBI. The 0-1. Low and outside with a fastball. Now 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, William Andrade is a 6-foot, 180-pound freshman out of Metairie, Louisiana. Played his high school ball at Holy Cross High School.
The 1-1, way outside, gets away from Hoffman, and now LSU will move up a base. York rolls into third, Braun into second. So now William Patrick with a chance to add to his season RBI total in his freshman campaign.
Andrade for UNO is making his 11th appearance of the year. He's 2-3 with an 8.1 ERA. 40 innings pitched. He's given up 46 hits, 36 runs, 28 walks, and 41 strikeouts.
2-1, going to hit Patrick in the leg, maybe the ankle, but he comes off running now as he gets about halfway down the line. He's kind of giving to that right foot. take a couple of steps around the first base bag just to make sure he's all right, but you can see not quite putting all his weight on it.
Yeah, I think it was closer to the knee, Chris, more the
maybe.
shin.
Oh, yeah. Right on the side underneath the knee.
Yeah, he jogged that one off, but those hurt. Those hurt bad, and he's taking a minute down there at first base, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, big, deep breath. That one will leave a stinger, but he's going to stay out there. The base is loaded again for the Tigers. And Jack Ruckert coming to the plate. Ruckert with a single and scored in this inning. First pitch to the left-hander. This is low and inside. So now UNO having trouble with competitive pitches. And when they do, LSU has been able to square it up. And now have pounded out 7 runs on 8 hits, 5 and 5 here in this frame alone. Here's the 1-0. Inside corner called strike to even it up to Ruckert, the freshman out of Baton Rouge. It's now 1-1.
Well, Andre has had 9 starts this year. Was actually their Friday guy earlier in the year.
1-1 and got away from the catcher Hoffman. They call it a strike, and coming in to score is York. Ball caromed all the way over to the Tiger dugout, so no chance for Hoffman to make a play. And now Coach Gibson's going to come out and get a clarification from our home plate umpire. Again, he tried to hold back, but he was called a strike, and then the ball came out of the mid of Hoffman. Be interested to see how they score that one. It looked like a pretty good pitch that should have been received. We'll get a look at it here.
I actually think it hit Patrick.
Oh, yeah, it was down in the dirt and actually bounced up, caught him in the top of the leg.
Or, excuse me, not Patrick. It hit Ruckert.
Ruckert.
But he swung at the pitch, and it hit off the ground and hit him in his back leg. And that's what head coach Andrew Gibson is asking or arguing.
Yeah, they may try to rewind this here and say hit by pitch, but umpires right now, I don't think Coach Gibson's getting the answer he's wanting.
If you swing, I think it's still a strike. I'm wondering if it's a dead ball once it hits the batter, though.
That's what I'm wondering.
UNO is challenging that the batter was hit by the pitch. This is our second challenge.
Yeah, I think they want to have it ruled hit by pitch and dead ball. That's what Coach Gibson's going for. Now, again, they're going to go in to review this. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House. And I'm not sure. I mean, we have to assume that the umpires, all 4 of them, understand that off the bounce in the dirt that it did catch Ruckert. I don't know that they're arguing whether or not. I think they're going to try and see if, again, it becomes a dead ball issue after the contact was made. Because, again, it came off the dirt. It was a hard breaking ball down in the dirt. Came up and hit Ruckert in the leg. Gibson trying to keep it a 7-4 game instead of an 8-4 game. So he'll use his second challenge here. And we'll get a clarification once they come out. Jay Johnson out there trying to make sure he's aware of what they're looking at and how they're looking at it.
Well, with the long inning going on, Connor Bange has made his way down to the LSU bullpen down below the bleachers in right field to stay loose, stay warm while the review goes on.
Again, they're still back there communicating with collaborative replay. The ruling, as we understand it on the field, was a swing, a wild pitch, and a scored run.
Give you a quick Republic Finance scoreboard update. A few finals already. You've got Jacksonville with the win over Florida 7-5 in Gainesville. South Carolina beats Presbyterian College, the Blue Hose, 9-3. Over in Columbia. A couple games underway, still in progress. Bottom of the 8, Mississippi State leads Memphis 3-2.
Here we go. After the review.
After review, the batter was hit with the pitch. All runners will go back to their previous base. Count's going to be 1-2, and UNO's got 1 challenge remaining.
So Coach Gibson guessed right, used the challenge. That'll take 1 run off the board. They'll send Zach York back to third. Bases will remain loaded, and a 1-2 count now to Jack Ruckert.
Bottom of the 7th, Arkansas 4, Missouri State 3.
The 1-2. And miss low. Top of the plate. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Going to the bottom of the 7th in Tuscaloosa, UAB leading big over Alabama 11-2. Auburn is winning over Samford 14-2 in the top of the 7th.
2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball, base hit. Into right field. That will score York. They'll go ahead and send Braun. He comes in without a throw, and the Tigers extend the lead. Freshman Jack Ruckert with a couple of ribby. The RBI single to right field will now make it 9-4 LSU.
Well, Jack Ruckert having a day, says, put me in the lineup. I'm going to show you I want to stay in the lineup. He takes another pitch, 2 strikes up in the zone. Again, trying to play the game right. Just put a good swing on it, in play, on the ground hard. And what do you know, finds a hole, drives in a couple runs.
Now batting for the Tigers, Daniel Harden.
So we'll see Daniel Harden again. Batting for a second time here in the 5th inning, or I should say, getting his first at bat in the top of the order. Pinch hitting for Stanfield earlier. Still 2 outs, runners on the corners. Runner goes to second to draw the throw. Here it comes back home, and did he apply the tag? They'll say he did. Out at home will be, it appears, Patrick for out number 3. We've seen it all season long. That time UNO had done their homework. They threw down to second, got the throw back to Hoffman. He applies the tag, but LSU gets that crooked number you were looking for, Buzzy. 5 runs on 5 hits. They lead 9-4 after 5 complete. We go to the top of the 6th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Elevate your game day spirit with Sugarfield Spirits, the official vodka of LSU Athletics. When crafting the perfect mixed drink, our vodka's the winning choice that'll have your taste buds cheering for more. Sugarfield Spirits, where the spirit of the Tigers meets exceptional locally made vodka. See our winning lineup at sugarfieldspirits.com or visit us at our tasting room in Gonzales.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com. Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU now leading 9-4 over UNO, top of the 6th inning. After a long, extended, and a welcome bottom of the 5th by Jay Johnson and his Tigers, where they plated 5 runs on 5 hits and certainly improved the numbers, as you pointed out, Buzzy, with runners in scoring position. They were able to get a lot of traffic on and bring them home there in the 5th frame. 9 runs on 9 hits now for LSU, 4 runs and 4 hits. And as we hit the top of the 6th, Cooper Williams now takes over, the left-hander on the mound for LSU.
Well, Cooper Williams is making his team-leading 18th appearance of the year. He's 1-1 with a 7.36 ERA. He's thrown 14 2/3, given up 11 hits, 12 runs, 12 walks, and 23 strikeouts. Left-hander's going to be 91-95 with the fastball.
First pitch to Cruz Newman, a breaking ball missed a little outside. It's 1-0. A couple of defensive changes. Mason Braun, who we saw come in to pinch hit, he'll take over in left field for Stanfield. John Pearson also will get the rest of the night off. Trent Caraway takes over defensively at third as Williams finds a strike to even the count 1-1 to Newman. Breaking ball, line drive just out of the reach of Milam. Hot shot off the bat that time from Newman. His second hit of the night. He had the 2-run homer back in the 4th. So the leadoff man aboard for the Privateers here in the 6th.
Yeah, Newman, a couple balls hit really hard. That one at 105 miles an hour, right back through the middle. Good piece of hitting, lefty on lefty, staying the other way. Tip your hat to Newman.
Now we'll see Owen Smith. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Hit into a double play in the 2nd. Strikeout victim in the 4th. As Williams' first pitch comes in a little high for ball 1, 1-0.
Right-handed pitcher number 52. That's, yes, 52. Zion Theophilus.
The 1-0. Got all of that one, but it's headed foul down the line and left out of play. Off the bat of Smith, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Smith out of Houston, Texas. Came to UNO by way of McLennan Junior College. Same junior college as Hardin for LSU.
1-1, fouled back. Now 1-2 to Smith.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling for Coach Jay Johnson, putting up 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Feels like it's been forever since LSU's hung a big number like that.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Smith. So Cooper Williams records his first punch out. Yeah, in fact, got to go back to the Sunday game at Ole Miss. They put up 7 runs to tie the game. Ole Miss would eventually win that contest 8-7. But you're right. I mean, again, you try to carry that over from game to game, and I know that's hard to do, but you certainly need to start somewhere. LSU with 7 runs in the 5th inning, see if they can keep it going. First, Williams got to find 2 more outs. Breaking ball to Tidwell, who stands in, missing ball 1, 1-0. So far tonight, the junior out of Hartselle, Alabama, 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. Runner at first, 1 down. Williams fires. Breaking ball a little up and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
Give you a couple more scoreboard updates. You got Vanderbilt leading Xavier 9-1 in the top of the 7th. Georgia Tech leading big over the Georgia Bulldogs 12-4. That game being played in Atlanta. Louisville leading Kentucky 8-6 in the top of the 5th in Louisville, Kentucky. Oral Roberts beating Oklahoma 6-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Ole Miss blanking Murray State 10-0 in the top of the 5th. Gave the final Tennessee run rules Lipscomb 14-4 in 7 innings. So that is your Republic Finance scoreboard update.
LSU Athletics in partnership with Baton Rouge Area Foundation and Visit Baton Rouge. New initiative, Death Valley Live, bringing world-class entertainment and events to Tiger Stadium. Show coming up in May. For the latest information, go to lsusports.net/Death Valley Live. Tidwell steps back in after a quick timeout to check on Cooper Williams. The 2-0 slap foul down the right field line. 2-1 the count.
Newman down at first base is 5 of 7 in stolen bases. You would think UNO coach Andrew Gibson's going to play it station to station down by 5 runs. Certainly not over in the college game.
2-1. Nice pitch. Outer edge. 2-2 now the count. The called strike from Williams.
Yeah, Cooper Williams, again, we told you 91-95 at the fastball is going to have the curveball, slider, changeup, and he also likes to sink that fastball into left-handed pitchers.
Runner goes, pitch is high, the 2-2 throw down. Milam takes it, and out at second base is Newman. Great throw by Aaron Beatty. Got a quick rise. Again, with an excellent throw, led Milam right to the runner, and he just puts it on the hip for the second out of the inning.
Well, it was a good pitch for Aaron Beatty to try to throw the runner out on it. So much for what I know in not getting the runner going, being down by 5 runs.
And the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Cooper Williams comes back with the strikeout, records his second out of the bullpen. And UNO, no runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. Aaron Beatty and Milam combined to get the runner at second. Still a 9-4 LSU lead. Bottom of the 6th coming up. We continue from the box after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Baton Rouge, locals don't just love their home. They love sharing it. Discover a city where culture is abundant, hospitality comes naturally, and the best spots are never kept secret. With the vibrancy of a big city and the ease of a weekend getaway, Baton Rouge invites you to slow down, savor, or soak it all in. Find your pace at visitbatonrouge.com.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pregame to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
9-4 LSU with the lead. UNO joined the lead early in the contest. LSU took a early lead, but then UNO able to put 2 runs up in the 4th, again in the 5th, until LSU opened it up with 7 runs last time they came to the plate. They'll lead it off with Trent Caraway, who took over at third base for John Pearson, and the first pitch offered up almost caught him. He jumps out of the way. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. That one a strike on the outer edge. That'll leave it up 1 ball and 1 strike. Caraway batting for the 73rd time this year. He's got a .250 average. 18 hits, 3 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. That one at the knees for a strike, and it's 1-2.
Andre with good velocity for UNO. That last pitch at 96 miles an hour.
1-2 downstairs, 2-2.
Yeah, Caraway, as you said, not hitting .250, but hit .267 last year. But the power numbers were there at Oregon State. 12 homers last year.
2-2. Rifles this one, but foul down the line in right. Got all of that one, just didn't line it up. Still 2-2.
I think a guy that, as the season continues, will still get his opportunities. We see him in here tonight, but John Pearson's kind of locked down that third base position per se a little bit up to this point.
2-2 to Caraway. Upstairs, fills it up, 3-2.
Feels like Jay Johnson's going to kind of go with the hot hand at the moment. If Caraway can show that he can drive the baseball, put a little more offense into this lineup.
Swing and a miss. Fastball. Down and out. Caraway trying to go after it. 1 away.
Yeah, that's as good an arm as we may see from UNO. I mean, we've seen some 96 miles an hour. That last pitch was 94, just moving down in the zone. A lot of movement from the young freshman. Again, this kid he was their Friday night guy and had struggled a little bit. They've taken him out of it. And he's going to be a good one for UNO if he stays there.
Darren Curiel now to the plate. He's 1 for 3. Pitch to the left-hander. Fastball too far inside. 1-0. Derek stepped out momentarily. Now the pitch. 1-0 delivery. Again, stayed away. Drop low and inside. 2-0.
Freshman for the Privateers, Andre, was 14-2 at Holy Cross last year with a 1.69 ERA.
That'll get it done.
Yeah, had 114 strikeouts in 87 innings. So, again, they kept him at the hometown college at UNO.
2-0 delivery, a bouncer foul down the first base line off the bat of Curiel. That'll make it 2-1. Fans, when the Tigers win, you win. Just enter promo code LSU50. The day after an LSU baseball win, you'll receive 50% off your online pizza order. PapaJohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. One away here in the bottom of the sixth. Tigers lead 9-4. 2-1 count to Derek Curiel. Tiger fan last night writing in for Coach Johnson asking about the draft-eligible sophomores, and Curiel atop that list. A ground ball to second, going to be handled over there by Rogers, and the throw over to first in time for out number 2, so Curiel retired.
Well, they all got to leave at some time, Chris, and it's going to be tough to say goodbye to Jake Brown and Derek Curiel.
Yeah,
again, it feels like Curiel's been here for like 7 years, and
Jake as well.
And you're right, Jake Brown as well. But they're going to be really good pro players, and again, they've got to do what's best for them. But you'd love to see one more year. Of course, we'd love to see one more year with a lot of guys.
No doubt. Aaron Beatty out in front swinging on the first offering. It's 0-1. Aaron Beatty tonight, 1 for 2. The solo home run in the 4th inning, a board on a walk in the 5th. The 0-1. Way outside, out of the mitt of Hoffman. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's down and away, so Aaron Beatty now out in front, 2-1.
Action down in UNO's bullpen. Get you a name and a number as soon as we can. LSU does have left-handers starting to play catch in their bullpen as well.
2-1 to Aaron Beatty, and he chases that breaking ball, just snuck under the bat, 2-2.
Yeah, that's Danny Lockemeyer getting loose for LSU.
2-2 delivery. Did he hold back? They appeal. They say he did on a pitch that broke outside. Now 3-2 to Aaron Beatty.
Yeah, that is a nasty slider. I mean, that thing is darting across the zone. A really good
late
check.
break. Yeah.
Really good check swing from Aaron Beatty.
Payoff delivery. Scoots him off the plate with a pitch inside. That'll put Kate aboard. A 2-out walk here. In the bottom of the 6th, we'll get Stephen Milam back to the plate.
Yeah, it's a hair erratic from Andre with the 28 walks and 40 innings coming into this game, but there is a sense of he has that effectively wild characteristic where you don't really know where the ball's going to go at 96 miles an hour, and that can make you a little uncomfortable at the plate, especially if you're a right-handed hitter, knowing that one could go at your ear hole, the next one could go on the outside part of the plate. You don't get particularly comfortable in there.
First pitch to Milam, missed high and outside, 1-0. Steven tonight 1 for 2. And a 2-strike double down the right field line to bring in 2 runs back in that huge 5th inning. Aaron Beatty short lead off of first, and the pitch to Milam. Above the letters, ball 2, 2-0. Strike on the inside corner. Took a moment. Home plate umpire Josh Gilworth, though, liked what he saw. 2-1.
Well, William Andre up to 30 pitches on the night.
2-1. Bouncer towards the shortstop. Valentine will glove it. Step on second base for out number 3. The Tigers, no runs, no hits. They do leave 1 man on. We have played 6 complete. It's a 9-4 Tiger lead. Back for the top of the 7th after this quick break on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you shop Albertsons online or in our app, you can count on us to have freshly picked, high-quality ingredients ready for pickup or delivery in as little as 30 minutes. Plus, save $30 off your first online order and let Albertsons take the hassle out of shopping while racking up the savings. With free pickup or delivery, you will always get the same great prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop online at Albertsons.com or in the app. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Ew, it's a roach!
Fear not. Champ is here. Your weapon is Bengal Roach Spray. Bengal Spray technology is designed to flush out the entire colony, targeting the source of the problem, making sure these pests don't die unseen in your walls, ensuring far-reaching results that prevent infestations from returning. Now that you're all protected, my job here is done.
Bengal, the official pest control of LSU athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU athletics. That's the good stuff.
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Head to the top of the 7th inning. LSU leading over UNO in this midweek affair, 9-4. Before we get started here in the top of the 7th, want to welcome the newest Tiger, Buzzy. Got a big announcement. Newest Tiger joined us today, Houston Clay Harris. Now a huge Tiger fan, and want to send out congratulations, certainly, to Mom, doing well, we've all been told. Both Houston and Mom doing very well. And, of course, very proud of the Papa, who we know, a Deputy AD, Chief Revenue Officer, the guy I refer to as my boss, Clay Harris. So congratulations, Clay, Stephanie, and, of course, glad to have Houston part of the Tiger family. Congratulations to everybody.
Absolutely. Never too early to start putting the purple and gold on, too. And, I want to give my congratulations to Clay. And actually, Stephanie, probably don't know this, Chris, Stephanie and I actually went to elementary and middle school together. She was a little bit younger than I was, but so we come from the same part of the same area, let's say. And so known Stephanie a long time, and very happy for both Clay and Stephanie. And always good to add on to the Tiger fan base.
No doubt about it. Tiger Nation getting bigger. New pitcher on the mound. It'll be Danny Lockenmeyer. Lockenmeyer with, again, we talked about the bullpen, Buzzy, over the weekend being kind of one of the bright spots in an otherwise very dull 3-game series against Texas A&M. But Danny, one of those guys out of the bullpen that performed well. And, again, you're just trying to stack those appearances one after another so he gets another opportunity tonight. Sure, it wasn't lost on Jay Johnson to get him back out there after having a good performance over the weekend.
Well, that's the thing. When you get the opportunity again, you got to keep showing it. You got to keep showing it. And so Lockenmeyer is going to get that opportunity to come in here and have a quality outing.
First delivery to Cummings is a called strike. And it's 0-1. Cummings so far tonight, a single in the third, was hit by a pitch, came around to score a run in that fifth. This pitch missed just away, and all 1 ball and 1 strike now. Cummings a .269 hitter. Lockenmeyer, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball with a little late break there. Off the end of the bat. Couldn't reach it was Cummings, and it's 1-2.
Well, Lockenmeyer is making his 13th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.79 ERA.
The 1-2 pitch, right down the middle, cold strike 3. Lockenmeyer goes to the fastball. Obviously, Cummings not looking for it. Down on strikes, 1 away.
Yeah, comes in and throws a lot of strikes early, a lot of quality strikes, doesn't mess around, and that's what you want to see if you're Coach Jay Johnson. As you said, Chris, had a good outing this weekend against Texas A&M. Actually came in a couple times and threw the ball well, and so, hey, here's your opportunity again, young man.
Hoffman swings and misses. Off-speed pitch in on the hands, and it's 0-1. Yeah, Lockenmeyer, of course, Everyone remembers, came here with North Dakota State last season during the regular season. Caught the eye of Jay Johnson and the staff. Again, went on to have a sensational 2025 campaign with a Bison. Pitch misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Kind of mentioned it over the weekend. Finished the year with 9 saves, a 2.37 ERA, and 38 innings of work. 24 relief appearances all told. 18 walks, had 56 strikeouts. The 1-1, another off-speed pitch, and he's got Hoffman out in front. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Yeah, kind of the world we live in now, and with college, with the transfer portal, you're always auditioning, right? I mean, it's, you go into another town, another city, and you throw the ball well against them.
The 1-2, a swing and a miss, but the ball got away from Aaron Beatty. He's going full speed, trying to track it down and throw as he slid and just lost the handle. So arriving safely will be Hoffman, even though Lockenmeyer will be credited with the strikeout. And we've seen that. I mean, we've kind of covered it all tonight. And not to be negative the entire time,
right.
But you look back at some of the key games, not only in midweek, but also in SEC play, where the pitcher gets the strikeout, you spike the breaking ball, get strike 3, and then the inning continues and you put a runner aboard. You get the out, but you still have traffic aboard, and that's, again, something LSU's trying to limit as we head down the stretch. Valentin stands up. And the first to throw over to check on the runner at first in Hoffman.
Yeah, it seems like little things, too, that you just need to clean up. I mean, it's a ball that gets away here, as you said, on a good pitch from Lockenmeyer. He's probably thinking, man, made the pitch I needed to, and still can't get the guy out. But it's just it's too many things being done wrong all at the same time, and that's what makes it difficult to win baseball games.
Delivery to Valentin, drops low off speed, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 down. Here's the 1-0 to the plate. This one a base hit. Or nope, might be a catch, and Braun over in left center, able to dive and get to it. Man, was that smoked off the bat, making a beeline to left center field. And out of nowhere, Mason Braun comes flying in, goes Superman, gets the glove on it, rises quickly, and luckily not to be doubled up. Hoffman gets back to first. I think Braun took him a moment, probably had to get his breath, but able to whip it in there quick enough for the second out of the inning. And boy, I spoke too soon. That looked like for sure a base hit into the gap. Mason Braun said, not on my watch.
Don't feel bad, partner. As soon as that ball was hit, I was thinking the same thing you echoed, was that ball was going to be down for a base hit. It was hit 102 miles an hour off the bat, and it kind of almost like it kept rising into left center, gave Braun an opportunity, who got a good jump to get to the baseball and make a nice catch.
Yeah, it's like one of your big golf drives. Just rises the farther it goes. With 2 outs, here's the pitch to the plate. Strike on the inside corner to the leadoff hitter, top of the order, I should say, Dylan Biddick. He's 2 for 3. Buzzy said it. He's top hitter in this order. He's atop the lineup. .331 average, 7 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Had 2 RBI with a single back in the 5th. This one blocked up by Aaron Beatty down in the dirt. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, you talk about the little things that add up. The wild pitches, the pass balls, drop strike 3s, obviously the walks. Again, you get a play like that out in left center field by your defense. If you're Danny Lockenmeyer, you try to take advantage of that, pump up your teammates, use the lift. That one missing low, now 2-1 to Biddick. Hoffman still at first, 5 for 5 in stolen bases. He'll take a lengthy lead off the bag. Lockenmeyer's 2-1 pitch comes in low to Biddick, now 3-1. Again, you got to be careful here. Hitters count for a very good hitter. 2 outs, runner at first. Lockenmeyer's 3-1. That one a strike at the belt. Biddick thought it may have been outside, maybe high, but a pretty good pitch by Lockenmeyer, and that'll bring Biddick back to the plate with a full count.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I never has done that before, but feels like it happens a lot. 3-1. You want to be looking to hit anyway. That pitch was too close to take. That was a strike on the outside part of the plate.
The 3-2, called, strike 3 on the outside corner. Biddick thought he saw ball 4 for a second time. Then Lockenmeyer with the punch out, his third in relief. And it's time to stretch it out at the box. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Another great inning of work for Danny Lockenmeyer, the left-handed reliever. 9-4 LSU leads. Tigers come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue. Louisiana True.
Champions make plays on the field and in life. With LSU Online, you can keep your career moving, earn your degree, and still run your own game plan. Learn anytime from anywhere and take the next step toward your goal line. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
The 7th inning stretch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball was presented by Coshada Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet.
LSU leading 9-4 over UNO. Big 7-run 5th inning for the Tigers. Opens it up as they batted around in that frame. UNO pitching staff unable to get the outs, throw strikes. They put runners on, and LSU pounded out those 7 runs in that frame to kind of take control of the game. Although, Buzzy, go to the bottom of the 7th. Jay Johnson said it at the end of the 2022 season. Never such a thing as too many runs. So they're going to want some more here in the bottom of the 7th with just a 5-run lead.
Well, he's been around the game long enough that he knows he's probably been part of some good comeback wins after being down, and obviously probably has given up some games where they were up big. So yeah, been around the game too long. He knows that it's never enough runs. Leads never too big. You want to keep putting the pressure on.
Omar Cerna at the plate. Luke Lysette now a right-hander on the mound for UNO. And the first pitch, a fastball, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Cerna tonight caught looking in the second. Comeback grounder at the mound back in the 4th, and then drove in 2 runs with a single and scored himself in that 5th inning. 0-1, breaking ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, and Cerna scalded a baseball there in that 5th inning to left center field with 2 strikes nonetheless. 1 ball, 1 strike this time. And the pitch in the air. Center field, not very deep. Tidwell having to come in, still coming in full speed, and eventually able to make the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, Luke Lysette for UNO making his 16th appearance of the year. He's 3-0 with an even 4 ERA. Does have 3 saves, 27 innings worked, giving up 24 hits, 12 runs, 16 walks, and 25 strikeouts. Not going to overpower you with the fastball. Going to try to sink it a lot to you at 87 to 90. Also throws that sweeper at 77 to 80 miles an hour. And he wants to throw that pitch a lot.
Zach York, first pitch in the air, center field. Tidwell going back to the track and a couple of steps in. He will make the grab for out number 2. Had a chance off the bat. Getting the wind blowing now firm right to left. He went straight away center, just kind of hung up, and Tidwell thought he might be in trouble there for a moment, Buzzy, as he went full speed, but he got there to the spot, turned around, and came in a couple of steps, made the play.
Just a long way to center field to get one out. Not that not that York can't do it. He's big and strong, but you got to get that ball turned around, try to get that ball right center onto the right field foul pole to get the ball out tonight.
Mason Braun called upon for a pinch hit. First pitch a called strike to him off speed, and it's 0-1. Braun with an RBI single and scored as well in the 5th inning. Gave him his 13th ribby of the season. 2 outs this time with nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 7th, the 0-1. Off speed but low and outside.
Lysette, 5'11", 175-pounder out of Brandon, Mississippi.
1 ball, 1 strike now to Mason Braun. The pitch at the belt. Mason knew it. A called strike. Just wasn't looking for it. It's now 1-2.
Yeah, that's the one Braun's probably kicking himself, saying, that's the one you got to swing at. I'm sitting 1-1, dead red fastball in the heart of the plate. I mean, couldn't get it any more center, but that's hitting. Got to work with 2 strikes.
They'll shift the defense over right side of the diamond to the left-hander, but the breaking ball will catch Mason on the leg. Ooh, looked like the inner part of his right leg, and he'll gingerly make his way down to first. So a 2-out hit by pitch will get William Patrick a chance here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 out. Fans, Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics.
Yeah, again, hit by pitches, you're okay with them when they get you in the waist area, you know, mid-back. When they start working around the hands, the knees, shins, elbows, that's when it hurts, and that's when that's when you don't really want to take a whole lot of pitches anymore.
Well, good to see Mason Braun smiling. Got a smile out of Jay Johnson and even Isaac Trujillo, so he appears to be all right. He'll stay at first base. Patrick will dig in. Patrick getting the start tonight, obviously with a tough injury and news on Jake Brown. Freshman out of Monroe, though, trying to make the most of this opportunity. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Stands in. Breaking ball, a strike from Lysette, and it's 0-1. Braun with a lead at first, 2 down. The 0-1 pitch. Chased a fastball up, 0-2. Tigers 9 runs, 9 hits tonight. UNO 4 runs on 5 hits. 0-2 the count to Patrick. Pitch to the right-hander. Breaking ball. Misses outside. The throw down to second, and Braun going to be tagged out there. A late jump and an easy throw that time for Hoffman. Gets it down to Rogers, who applies the tag, and the Tigers run out of the bottom of the 7th inning. Come away, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We played 7 complete, 9-4. LSU leading UNO. Privateers to the plate after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times. Craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame-level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro. Game on.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got 2nd, 3rd degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
home of the reigning champion LSU Fighting Tigers. This is the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Listen up, fans. Treasures only found in Louisiana. Play Louisiana Treasures from the lottery. You could win up to $3,500. Louisiana Lottery celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Right now, plenty of smiles on Tiger fans' faces. They lead 9-4 over UNO, top of the 8th. Leading things off will be Evan Rogers for the Privateers. He's 0 for 1. Danny Lockenmeyer with a good inning of work. Gets a second inning to start. Falls behind early 2-0 to Rogers. 2-0, swing and a miss. Comes right back at him with a fastball, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 from Lockenmeyer upstairs brings Aaron Beatty straight up. He gloves it, now 3-1. For this 3-1 pitch, Buzzy, you're at home tonight. You're watching the Tigers. You know what's happened over the last 2 weeks. What do you want to see over the next 2 frames? Certainly not that. Ball 4 as that pitch missed high puts Rogers aboard to start off the top of the 8th.
Yeah, still got a lot of guys in the bullpen getting loose. So, Lockenmeyer's probably only got a few guys left before I would think Jay Johnson would make a change. But a lot of game left, only a 5-run lead in a couple innings. But just want to see them finish it off. I said at the beginning of the game, I wanted to see them have really a complete game. You want to see them throw some offense up, get good pitching, good defense other than a few wild pitches. It's been a pretty good game for LSU. And what's going on the last couple weeks, it's been one of their better ones. So just got to finish it off, get guys to throw a lot of strikes, a couple runs in the bottom of the 8th to put yourself in a good mindset moving into the weekend. Again, a lot of game left, still got to finish it, but I like what I've seen up to this point.
Lockenmeyer tossing over to check on the runner at first in Rogers. He's been caught stealing 9 times on the year and 12 tries. Another throw over trying to keep him close to the back. Miles Curley at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of strikeouts. Lockenmeyer delivers. That's a strike at the knees. Off speed, 0-1. Lockenmeyer, that first inning that he came out of the bullpen, no hits, no runs. Did have 1 walk, but 3 strikeouts.
Well, they got the left-hander Newman on deck. You would think Lockenmeyer would be at least in there for the lefty.
Breaking ball again. They'll appeal down to first. They'll say Curley couldn't hold back. So now Lockenmeyer ahead 0-2. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The Sports mobile app.
Buzzy Heidel, Chris Blair with you here at the box on a Tuesday night. Adam Penny back on controls in the studio. Pitch from Lockenmeyer on the 0-2 attempt. Missed high and inside. Now 1-2 to Miles Curley for the Privateers. Lefty on righty matchup with a runner at first. And a swing and a miss. Got him to chase the top shelf fastball. Down on strikes goes Curley. That's punch out number 4 for Lockenmeyer.
Yeah, climbed the ladder. Got Curley to chase it 91 miles an hour. When you're able to throw the all-speed pitch in for strikes or just get him more of a show-me pitch, that fastball up in the zone, even at 91, is hard to catch up to. And now you've got the lefty-on-lefty matchup with Lockenmeyer versus the hot-hitting Newman tonight.
Newman 2 for 2 with a couple of ribbies. Had the 2-run blast in the 4th inning. There's a throw over again to keep an eye on Rogers.
Don't normally see that. We got triple barrel action down in the LSU bullpen. It's Ethan Plog, it's Zion Theophilus, and it's Gavin Guidry all getting loose.
Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. Newman tried to get around on it. 0-1. Lockenmeyer comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Caught the outside corner. 0-2. Don't think Newman agreed with it. Takes an about face. Now time going to be called. He's going to join Coach Gibson left of home plate. Talk it over here behind him the count. 0-2. Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com. get ready for the workday. Again, LSU will be on the road, back in SEC play this weekend, traveling to Starkville, take on Mississippi State beginning Friday night. 6 p.m. first pitch. Friday, the best day so far, at least based on radar renderings weather-wise. You start to run into maybe some issues Saturday and Sunday, but maybe that'll all dissipate and get out of the way. 6 o'clock, 6:30, and 1 p.m. first pitches. Tigers and Bulldogs at Dudy Noble. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and fouled back into the screen off the bat of Newman. Keeps it 0-2.
Yeah, Mississippi State 10-8 in the conference, and certainly going to be another test for LSU going on the road. And boy, it would be a big. You got to win game one, I get it, but it'd be a big series win.
There's a breaking ball, and Lockenmeyer freezes Newman at the plate. Called strike 3. That's strikeout number 5 for the left-handed reliever. 2 gone here in the top of the 8th inning. You know, it's interesting. You look at Mississippi State. Not as highly ranked as LSU preseason, but they were up there along with most every other SEC school. Got off to a great start, won 11 in a row. Dropped that matchup, lost by 1 run to number 1 UCLA over in one of those big showcase weekends in the non-conference. Then they got off to a rough start. They lost 2 out of 3 at Arkansas. No shame in that in Fayetteville. Then they've either swept or been swept. In fact, they've already had 2 weeks in a row where they were swept.
Yeah, little feast or famine for Mississippi State right now.
So you got 2 teams that are kind of in the same spot. Now, granted, Mississippi State more conference wins, so they're in a better position. But you've seen both teams kind of have their high highs and their low lows. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, Mississippi State got right last week. They swept South Carolina in Columbia. But I think there's some lessons there. I mean, you can right the ship. Coach O'Connor at least was able to do it this past weekend for the Bulldogs. Get a nice hand for Danny Lockenmeyer, who's going to be pulled from the mound. Tigers going to go to Zion Theophilus, the pitching change powered by Sunshine, hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. We'll take a break, get back to it. It's 9-4, LSU leads. UNO with a runner at first, 2 down, and Theophilus will face Smith when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzz Balls, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzz Balls. It's a ball. It's a drink. It's a whole vibe. Please drink responsibly. Buzz Balls. Available in spirit, wine, and malt. 50% alcohol per volume. Buzz Balls, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Every Tiger knows it's not just about how hard you swing. It's about staying in the game. At LSU Online, we bring that same grit, focus, and follow-through to your education. Whether you're watching from Alec Box or across the country, you can earn your degree online. Flexible, affordable, and built for Tiger Nation. Visit online.lsu.edu and win where you are.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Zion Theophilus, the freshman right-hander from Cincinnati, on the mound for the Tigers. Another pitching change facing Owen Smith with 2 outs and a runner at first. First delivery, a called strike. The 0-1 pitch up and in, going to back Smith off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Theophilus making his 11th appearance of the year. He has a 5.4 ERA.
The 1-1 off the end of the bat. Into the seats down the line and right out of play. It's now 1-2.
In 10 innings of work, he's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 8 walks, and 12 strikeouts. Going to be 91-94 with the fastball. Has a curveball as his main all-speed pitch. We'll throw a cutter that really is more like a slider, and then has a split finger as his 4th pitch that he's still working on.
1-2, fouled straight down, may have caught Aaron Beatty, and he rises quickly, does a couple of hops around the plate, appears to be all right. Now still 1-2 to Owen Smith. Okay, going to take a little extra time, wincing a little bit.
I need to go clean the plate or run up to the, if you're the home plate umpire, run to the pitcher, hand him the baseball, jog back, walk back, give a little time for Aaron Beatty. That one hurts.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the 1-2. Whoa! They rule it a little high. I thought that 12-6 breaking ball got down under the letters, but not according to the home plate umpire. That'll even it up 2-2. Theophilus going to try it again. Rogers at first for the Privateers. The 2-2 pitch. Slam but foul down the left field line. Catches the screen. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes to Owen Smith. Things certainly going to heat up as we head towards the summer months. But remember, fans, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Check them out online. SLOMELTICE.com. 2-2. Breaking ball. Did he go? They appeal to first. Say Smith held back, and that'll fill the count 3-2. He leaned in.
Yeah, that LSU dugout had just as good a view as the first base umpire, Mark Arata, and I think they thought he went. But only one guy that matters, and that's the umpire down at first base.
Payoff delivery, runner going, and a foul ball, a bouncer. You mentioned Jake Brown going to be a great leader and still contribute to the team. He certainly said he went around. He was one of the first to ring him up. But as you said, it fell on deaf ears.
It might be a situation where you never want an injury to happen, especially to one of the greatest guys and best players, but it might be something that wakes this team up and gets them playing better.
Again, runner goes on the 3-2 delivery, and Smith fouls this pitch from Theophilus back, still 3-2. Another payoff pitch, but it's outside, and that will put Smith aboard, put runners first and second now with 2 outs. And not exactly what Zion had in mind, certainly not what Coach Yeski and Jay Johnson wanted to see here. Up 9-4, top of the 8th. Now you're slowly getting traffic aboard.
And again, it's been a solid game, but it's still just a few too many walks for my liking, and I can assure you for Jay Johnson and Nate Yeski's liking, is that 6 walks now in 6 2/3 innings. So, or excuse me, 7 2/3 innings. So that's still a number they need to work on, especially too with the wild pitches involved.
Eli Tidwell fouls off. I know they're going to have a pinch hitter. Caden Irvin will pick up a bat, a junior out of Mississippi. The right-hander fouls the first pitch off from Theophilus, and it's 0-1. So Irvin get a chance to swing. Just his 22nd plate appearance of the year, batting under 100. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Big roping swing, but it's 0-2.
Yeah, I like elevating the fastball to Irving. Get that mid-90s or low 90s fastball right at the chin area. See if you can't get a swing and miss.
2 outs and the 0-2. A line drive, and Milam drops to one knee, and a basket catch it short for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, and the Privateers leave 2 men on. We have played 7.5. Tigers up 9-4. They come to the plate in the bottom of the 8th when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everything tastes better after an LSU Tiger victory. Similarly, everything also tastes better once you've baptized it with the handcrafted flavor of the original Louisiana hot sauce. So just imagine how truly tasty something would taste if it was doused in the original Louisiana hot sauce after an LSU Tiger victory. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter. make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Goes without saying, from this moment on through the rest of the regular season, the Tigers certainly going to look and feel a little different. Some tough injuries. A couple of guys hoping to get back to 100%. A couple of guys will be done for the season. That doesn't change the fight in these Tigers, and right now they lead 9-4, and that will be the mission not only tonight but moving forward to the following 14 games of the regular season, starting not only tonight but again this weekend. So with a 9-4 lead, we'll see William Patrick, one of the guys they will certainly count on from time to time. Got to start tonight, a good outing at the plate, 1 for 2 for the freshman, including double with an RBI in the third. First pitch missing high and outside. The 1-0 showing bunt. Pitch is high. 2-0.
Yeah, new pitcher for UNO, number 41, Lane Alak. Alak is 0-3, making his 14th appearance of the year, has a 4.13 ERA, has 3 saves.
Again, Patrick shows bunt, brings it back. The pitch misses, not sure where. Pretty good looking pitch, but it's 3-0.
In 32 2/3 innings pitched, he's given up 28 hits, 15 runs, 19 walks, and 21 strikeouts.
3-0 delivery. Take was on. It missed high, and Patrick will get aboard. For the third time tonight, he's hit by a pitch last time, so the walk will put him at first. The leadoff man aboard for the Tigers here to start the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, 2 freshmen at the bottom of the line have done a nice job tonight of figuring out ways to get on base, and big clutch RBI hits by Ruckert.
Ruckert 2 for 3. He shows bunt, pulls it back. That's a strike at the belt, and it's 0-1. Again, one of the things you hear Jay Johnson say all the time, especially going through this rough patch, is it's about going out and executing. And a nice bunt, first base side coming off the mound, and the throw to first, gonna get away. That'll advance runners to second and third. I mentioned the execution because you get a chance like that. Ruckert, who hasn't had a ton of experience this season, had a good night, as you pointed out, 2 for 3. And Jay Johnson says, look, we're up by 5 runs. We're at the bottom of the 8th. We want to advance the runner over. Now, if you can turn it in to arriving safely, we'll take that too. But again, it's coming down to execution. And again, it may be some of the younger guys who may surprise us all by the time this season's over. An excellent job there of hustling down the line, putting the pressure on Alak, the pitcher, and he just couldn't get the throw there in time. So now, with nobody out, they'll lay down another bunt. And trying to get home, and safe at the plate is going to be Patrick.
Well, you talked about execution. That's 2 executed plays back-to-back by Patrick and Ruckert. And that was getting down the line.
And Caraway lays down a bunt right in front of the pitcher.
Apologize. Caraway laid it down, but Patrick got on his horse from third base and was able to get in past the tagging Hoffman. So nice job of execution from Ruckert and Caraway to lay the bunt down when Coach asked him to do that.
It'll be interesting to talk to Coach Johnson because, again, those are those little capsules of a game that he will put an asterisk by. We asked the guy to lay down a bunt.
Oh, yeah.
He laid it down perfectly, able to beat it out, advance the runner. Now 2 men aboard. Lay down another bunt by Caraway right in front of the plate. You got Patrick with great speed barreling down the line. He's able to just dance away and get that left hand on the plate. Executed the play perfectly, and it's now 10-4 LSU.
Yeah, just Eli couldn't get enough thump on the baseball to get it to Hoffman, the catcher, quick enough. And Patrick, who was absolutely moving. You mentioned he was a receiver in high school. He looked like one coming down third base and eluding a tackler, which was the catcher, Hoffman. So, again, you're right. Coach Jay Johnson, when he puts that, he makes the call, he puts the signal on to lay the bunt down. You do that, that's a couple guys that hadn't been in the lineup for a while. They get in the lineup and have a couple good executed plays. Those are going to be jotted down in the old memory bank.
No doubt. They get one run in, nobody out, and then you get a guy up to the plate like Derek Curiel, who's proven and experienced. Again, that's the mix you're going to need.
Yeah, I mean, you got a guy like Jake Brown out, and you can't replicate or simulate 16 homers and just put another guy in there to do that again. So you got to get creative a little bit.
Jan Alak going to throw over to keep an eye on the runner in Caraway at first. Curiel 1 for 4 tonight. His single came back in the 5th inning. A couple of ground outs and a fly ball out to left field, although he took that single opposite field to left. Breaking ball a little high. 1-0 the count to Curiel. Still nobody out. Runners on the corners here. 6-run lead for the Tigers in the bottom of the 8th.
Curiel has shown good power to the opposite field this year, and that wind darting out to left.
Strike on the inside corner will even it up 1-1.
Does as good a job as anybody I've seen in college baseball hitting the ball the other way. And again, got a good little breeze out to left field. Wouldn't be a bad idea. See if we can't get one up in the jet stream, and that would work with a guy at third base.
Fouled back into the screen off the bat of Derek. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, guy at third base, less than 2 outs or with nobody out. You lift something to the outfield, you're going to get that run in, and you happen to lift it far enough, you can maybe get lucky and run one out of the ballpark.
Curiel digs back in, looking to make contact with the 1-2 delivery. Stays away from the breaking ball. They'll send the runner Caraway down to second, and he'll be tagged out. Throw was a little left of second base. Shortstop Valentin able to come and get the hold of the baseball and then get around to the right side and apply the tag. Looks like not quite what Jay Johnson was looking for.
Well, that's you're reading down angle, and so Caraway had the right idea, but 2 things. One, if you see it's going to be close, maybe try to get in a rundown, but certainly you got to slide into second base.
Pitch inside to Curiel will make it 2-2. You still have Ruckert down at third, now 1 out. Again, at first thought, I thought, again, pitch, he was trying to read it. Maybe he was going to try to bait the throw to second to try to get the runner in from third. There's a called strike 3. Curiel thought he saw ball 4, but on the inside corner down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. So now the challenge coming to Cade Arrambide. You had runners on the corners, nobody out. And Caraway caught stealing at second. Now you're looking with 2 outs and still that runner at third.
Yeah, and Curiel, again, one of the best hitters on LSU's team and as good a hitter as anybody in the conference. Ball might have been a little down. One of those situations too close to take with 2 strikes.
First delivery to Arrambide, inside corner called strike. Cade tonight 1 for 2. The solo home run in the 4th, his 11th of the season. Ruckert stands at third, 2 down. Here's the 0-1. Missed high and outside to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. (10-4) LSU leads. 1-1. Missed off the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Arrambide.
Yeah, see if Arrambide can't get a big 2-out hit. Those are the situations, kind of the plays here over the last couple batters that's been happening to LSU. The problem is they haven't had a 6-run lead when those situations happen.
Little slow bouncer, infield grass, charging in. Valentin on the short hop gets it over to first in time. Newman stays on the bag long enough to record out number 3. The Tigers, however, add another run to make it a 10-4 lead. They do it on no hits, one costly error. First of the game for either team. Assessed to the Privateers. We head to the top of the ninth. Last chance for UNO. They trail by 6 runs. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance meshed attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
I'm Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill. Knowing the facts is the key to winning a case in court and also winning in life. To be a champion, you have to make good decisions, and one of those is to not vape. Vaping can destroy your lungs with toxic metals and chemicals. Some devices contain lead and nickel and even formaldehyde. Vaping can cause severe health problems, so choose to be a champion. Stay vape-free.
Paid for by the Louisiana Department of Justice.
Game day starts local, just 2 miles from Tiger Stadium. Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum of LSU athletics. Handcrafted from Louisiana sugarcane grown right across the river. From cane to glass, every bottle is pure Louisiana pride. So, whether you're mixing up cocktails at your tailgate or joining us at the tasting room, make it a win for local flavor. Oxbow Rum Distillery, located downtown Baton Rouge. Go Tigers!
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU leading 10-4 over UNO. Tigers got on the board first in the bottom of the 3rd inning. UNO, though, would answer with 2 in the top of the 4th. LSU would tie it up with a run in the 4th. UNO would take a 4-2 lead, plating 2 runs in the top of the 5th frame, and then LSU exploded for 7 runs in the 5th to open it up. They've added a run in the bottom of the 8th, 10 runs on 9 hits. So far for UNO, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. Both teams have left 5 men on base, but the Tigers much more effective tonight, moving runners across and bringing them home. Hopefully that is a good sign moving forward. UNO will have Cummings leading it off. He's 1 for 2. Single in the 3rd, hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th, and was caught looking last time in the 7th inning. He'll face Gavin Guidry, who comes in trying to close it out here in the top of the 9th. Veteran right-hander looks in. Pitch to the left-handed hitter is a fastball for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Guidry making his 14th appearance of the year. He's 4-3 with a 6.37 ERA. Has 1 save in 29 2/3 innings. Giving up 24 hits, 21 runs, 14 walks, and 38 strikeouts.
This time the fastball a little low at 95. 1 ball, 1 strike now the offering to Cummings.
Yeah, fastball be 90 to 93, although that one was a tick higher at 95 miles an hour.
Here's the 1-1 from Guidry. Foul off the bat of Cummings. That'll get Gavin ahead, 1-2.
But he's going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at you. He's got a curveball, slider, changeup, and he's got a cutter. Slider is his best secondary pitch, and guy that thrives on being at the back end of that bullpen, getting the last few outs. Saw that over the last few years.
The 1-2. Fastball missed high, so a steady diet of fastballs. Now a 2-2 count. Again, enjoying a little cooler temperatures over the last couple of days, but don't forget, the heat is coming, and don't let AC outages keep you on the bench this summer. Text the words home run to 31996. Get a $59 AC system check from AccuChem Services. Fouled back into the screen off the bat of Cummings. Keeps the count 2-2. The 2-2 delivery by Guidry. Overhand breaking ball, and they'll say just missed. Ooh. Good looking pitch from Gavin. That'll fill the count now to Cummings. Payoff delivery, and the fastball just missed outside to the left-hander. That'll put Cummings aboard with a leadoff walk.
Yeah, both those last pitches, you said it, overhand curveball, which he likes to go to the slider, but that was absolutely more the 12-6 curveball that's not thrown as hard for Guidry. Up in the zone, and then that last fastball just a tick down. Both pitches didn't miss by much, but good eye by Cummings there to get the leadoff hitter on.
Josh Hoffman now to the plate. He's 0 for 2, aboard on a walk in the 5th inning. A couple of strikeouts to bookend that 5th inning base on balls. First pitch from Guidry again. They'll say missed. Went with the breaking ball. Gavin showing a little frustration. Thought maybe the last 3 pitches were close enough for strikes. Here's the 1-0. Fastball too far inside. Make it 2 balls, no strikes. UNO after tonight will head back home. They'll host Lamar coming up on the weekend. 2-0 pitch. That one at the letters. A fastball in for a strike, make it 2-1. They've got Nichols coming up on the road to start the month of May. And Texas A&M Corpus Christi before they head to Southland Tournament bracket play. Runner at first, nobody out. A 2-1 count to Hoffman, the catcher. Ground ball. Milam trying to get to it. Snags it with a glove. The option pitch. Gets it in time to Ruckert to get the lead runner. Put that on a highlight reel. Number 1, didn't know Milam could get to it. Number 2, would he have time and enough strength laying flat on his belly to pitch that ball to Ruckert? It looks like UNO wants to review it.
UNO's challenging the play at second base. The call on the field was out.
Yeah, it's
their second challenge.
It's the right call to review it from head coach Andrew Gibson, because it was bang bang, heck of a play from Stephen Milam to get there. That was going to be the only play, because to throw all the way across the diamond and get him at first wasn't going to be in time. I got to tell you, Chris, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. In real time, I thought Hoffman beat it out, but we'll get a better look here.
Yeah, I thought so. Again, I was a little surprised. Again, the second base umpire was actually behind both Ruckert and the runner, Hoffman. I don't know if he had the best vantage point. And again, watching that slow-mo replay, it may be that Hoffman was able to get to the bag. So without question, as you said, top of the 9th inning, down 6 runs, you're going to challenge that call if you have one remaining. But I think Coach Gibson may be onto something. It was a heck of an effort by Milam. Yep. Still should make a highlight just to get to that baseball.
It sure
Didn't take long. Here's the answer on the review, brought to you by Acme Oyster House. Got to shut Rockwell off
At
first.
the review, runner second base is safe. UNO has 1 challenge remaining.
So they got the call right. Still doesn't take away from the effort from Stephen Milam.
Well, he just couldn't get enough on the pitch. It just is what it is. You can't throw it overhand. It's too close to throw a dart to second. So he had to do the old quarterback, option play, and just did everything he could, but it just wasn't in the cards for an out.
Shortstop Valentine to the plate. The first pitch from Guidry. Fastball strike. 0-1. Runners first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Not exactly the way the Tigers would like to see things start out here in the 9th inning. Gavin Guidry, quite the alpha competitor in the 0-1. Hit high in the air, but out of play back behind us. It's 0-2.
Well, now Ethan Plog for LSU starting to get loose down in their bullpen.
Valentine 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of fly ball outs and a liner to Milam. This pitch upstairs and inside, so now make it 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Valentine at the bottom of the order. 229 hitter. Hoffman at second base. The lead runner is Guidry. The 1-2. Off the end of the bat, but held on to by Aaron Beatty. Down on strikes goes Valentine. 1 down, 2 to go for the Tigers of LSU.
Yeah, again, with Guidry, it's a lot of different pitches, and a lot of times they look very similar. He throws the overhand curveball, which that one pops a little bit more, not thrown as hard. That last pitch was actually the cutter. That was more at the 89, 90 miles an hour. Doesn't move as much, just moved off the outside part of the plate. Heck of a pitch.
Now we'll see top of the order Biddick with runners first and second. Guidry delivers a fastball strike to start him off. 0-1 the count. Biddick 2 for 4, a couple of ribby. Back-to-back singles in the 4th and 5th inning. He has been struck out twice. The 0-1 down the middle for a strike. No offer with the off-speed pitch by Biddick, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 from Guidry. In the air, left center field. Braun on the run. Curiel on the run. And this one going to carry on out of here into the left field landing. A 3-run bomb by Biddick, who's had a heck of a night. That'll get things a little tighter than the Tigers wanted to see here in the top of the 9th inning. It's now 10-7 LSU.
Yeah, Biddick their best hitter average-wise, and been a thorn in LSU's side. Gets the ball up. I mean, it was hit well, but it was hit into that jet stream in the left center. And this is why a 6-run lead, a 7-run lead, a 8-run lead, it's never enough in college baseball, because a couple swings here, you get a runner on, a runner there, and ball up in the jet stream, and you got a ball game.
Evan Rogers, the bases cleared, swings and fouls it back. It's 0-1. Again, coming with the leadoff walk. And then the infield single off the bat of Hoffman. Gets Biddick to the plate. He takes it deep to cut the lead to 3, 10-7. With one out, the 0-2. Chased the ball down in the dirt. Aaron Beatty has to find it, has to come up quickly, throw to York, and in time. After dropping the strike 3, Aaron Beatty showing the strength of his arm. He had to, it was between his feet, and he was looking around left and right, finally found it, had to step out near the infield grass, and then threw a rocket to York, just beating the left foot that time of Rogers. So now 2 down, 1 to go for the Tigers here in the top of the 9th, leading 10-7. Miles Curley 0 for 4. Guidry delivers. Pitch low for ball 1.
Yeah, it's funny, if the ball isn't, 30, 40 feet off of you after it ricochets off your chest protector, it's normally right at your feet, and sometimes that's the toughest ones to find.
Up and in, now 2-0 the count to Curley. Strikeout victim in the first, a 4-3 ground out in the 4th. Back-to-back strikeouts in the 5th and 6th inning, or rather 8th inning. Here's the 2-0. Fouls this one back. That'll make it 2-1. Serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food, and home of the Jay Johnson Show Monday nights at 6. That's TJ Ribs, 2324 South Acadian Thruway. 2 outs and a 2-1 by Guidry. Inside again, missing. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Curley. Guidry's 3-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Curley almost came out of his cleats going after that one. It'll fill it up 3-2.
Yeah, 3-1 went to the slider. Up 3 runs, but has confidence in all his pitches. See if he doesn't go back to it.
2 outs and the payoff pitch. Breaking ball called. Strike 3. Tigers get the win. Gavin Guidry puts the exclamation point on it with the punch out. His 3rd out of the bullpen. The Tigers break a 3-game losing skid with a win over New Orleans tonight. Final 10-7. With the win, the Tigers now 24-18 on the season. They remain 6-12 in SEC play. For the Privateers, they fall to 17-26. They'll jump back into Southland Conference play with that 7-14 record. Tigers get the win tonight, 10-7 over UNO here on the LSU Sports Radio.